can't go outside, we've got to stay in. If together we fight, then this thing will win. So grab yourself a beer, and grab yourself some grub, and sit down with us at the virtual pub.
Really hard not to clap in time to that. I was concentrating on not being in time.
Good evening. It's Thursday night, and it is time for Ems. What have we got lined up tonight? Come on.
The talent show.
Have you got latency problems, or are you just, did I not make sense? I think it was probably the latter. I generally don't make sense, so I apologise if I wasn't clear.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, how is everyone? Please make some noise in the comments if you're here.
Good. Butler's in with his son. Steve Evans is here.
Steve Evans is. The OGs are here.
Yeah, man.
OGs. Lee Strong's been tagged in it by David Woodward.
I've got headphones coming out of my pockets.
Have you?
Literally.
Do you know? I've just been reading some good news segments. Shall I go straight in with it?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah,
Great one. All right, this one's cool. I'm just going to bring it up. So they've done a survey on 2,000 British women since the COVID-19 epidemic, and as a result of self-isolation, basically it's talking about makeup and them being more comfortable with themselves as a result. And so, how to say, 25% of all those surveys said they would be happy. Hold on, sorry, the page has just done something weird. Yeah, where's it gone now? 25% of those surveys said they would be happy to show the real them at work, and they felt comfortable looking natural while on video calls during the current pandemic. Almost 40% of those under the age of 24 felt less pressure to look a certain way while isolated at home. Although 81% of women surveyed wear makeup on an average 4-day a week, 32% say they would confidently share a bare-face photo.
That's really cool.
In
a strange turn of events, I now wear makeup every day.
It's just I hate the pressure. I hate the pressure that ladies may feel to wear makeup. I really.
Or guys.
Or guys, absolutely, or whoever. But that was a nice statistic. Yeah, it's nice to see people sort of being a bit more comfortable with themselves. Very happy.
Yeah, that's a nice little segment you got there, sir.
Yeah.
Cheers, son.
Steve Evans has made a top fan.
I've only worn makeup on a Thursday.
Well deserved.
Well done.
Just for us.
And there's no pressure to it.
Go on, Queen.
My girlfriend, she's more natural now. She's got her hair all lovely and flowy. It's
well
beautiful.
hairy.
Not in that respect.
Right.
If she did, she did.
Evening, Popsy in the comments. Loads of OGs
Is my
signed in.
Wi-Fi okay?
I think there might be a bit of a delay. Let's try this. Rather have a bowl of...
Go Pops.
Yeah, there's a massive delay. You need to refresh, Ems.
Good test, though. Good test.
That's a brilliant test.
People always know what the answer is as well. There's a little inside scoop. It's one thing I've picked up from working in radio for about 3 weeks.
Inside. And
it did work though. Ems is just backstage giggling at it. Oh no, she's fine.
And also, I think we all need to do a small round of applause for the legend that is Tom Moore, the 99-year-old chap, war veteran, who has walked over 100 lengths of his large garden. I didn't realise how big it was. I mean, it's got to be at least 25. Well, it's got to be about 30 metres each way.
It was a big old gaff, wasn't it?
Yeah,
God.
12 million pounds. Oh my Jesus!
Well done.
What a guy!
Well done, sir. Well done, sir. You are
I watched it live
public hero.
On the news earlier when he did his final lap, and he had the whole regiment that he used to be a part of there, that like the modern day equivalent, were all there lining his garden and clapping him and stuff. It was just amazing.
Nice.
Yeah,
And
I got emotional with that. I'm not going to lie. Yeah.
And they asked him. My favourite segment of that whole broadcast they had was they asked him what could he offer any words of advice to those that are really lonely and isolated, and he said this: "The sun will always shine on you again, and the clouds will go away." I thought that was blooming lovely.
He said his outlook on life is tomorrow will always be a better day.
Yeah,
and that seems to give a lot of people some bit of hope. Yeah, it's good. I think
Tom Moore, national treasure.
Oh, Tom Moore. Is that what
sounds like there's less delay.
Yeah.
Ems, let's have another go. Rather have a bowl of...
Cocoa Pops.
Yeah, Ems is locked in. No delay.
That was
Ready
too
to
quick,
ride.
if anything.
It's too quick.
So we got a hell of a night lined up again, haven't we? These Thursdays are starting to get pretty...
ma'am.
Yeah. How many people we got?
We have 5.
Get on.
So if you're new around here and you don't know what we do here on a Thursday night, this is our show that we like to call This Pub's Got Talent. We just thought of that name all by ourselves. There's no big red buzzers here. Everyone's welcome. If you want to get involved with the show, if you want to be a guest on the show and act on the show, then send the Facebook page a message, and we'll definitely get in touch with you. So far, we've had some incredible acts. We've had all sorts, haven't we? We've had magicians, musicians, and everyone in between, I guess. Beatboxing, all sorts going on. So
We've got some regulars, haven't we? Someone that steals the limelight every week, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe making an appearance again.
I don't know why they do. They send us a message saying what they're doing, and I don't know why we even entertain it. It's absolute nonsense every week. They always surprise us. So
I never
very
believed
excited
them.
about that. No, I didn't even entertain their comment earlier with what they're doing.
Love that.
So yeah, guys, when we're well now, if you want, share the stream, start your watch parties.
Yes.
Spread the love, get as many people watching as you can, because these guys deserve a good audience because they're talented little buggers.
Yes,
the one thing that Sharpie just said then
they're
is
rubbish.
we're trying our hardest. If you when you do share the click on share down below, right? Do that now. I can see you doing it. You're not doing it.
Bottom
do
left.
it. Right, top left, bottom right, wherever it is, click on share. But instead of just sharing it to your feed, start a watch party, and you'll be able to see the views go mental.
That's it, and well done.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh,
No,
wait.
you did it. You smashed it.
She's showing us.
Did I do
Start a
it?
watch party. Spread the
So
love. Let's
start
get-
them watch parties because it does something mad to the algorithm, and we seem to just blow up when that happens. So if you want to spread this amazing show to as many people as possible, that's the way to do it. There you go. Ems has done it. Live example.
Lenny
So much,
Justine.
darling.
Yes, no covers, please. We've had a few issues with covers flagging us, and they've shut us down, and we want to keep this going with no interruptions. So we'll keep it original if that's possible. But we're fortunate that we've got a wealth of talent at our fingertips, and everyone's smashing out the original material. So
I think
going.
she wants to come on.
do you know Lenny?
Yeah.
Hold
Lenny
on.
Quinn.
I think I know Lenny. I'm just
Good
gonna
old
check
Lenny.
Facebook. I think
With all
I've
the little
seen her.
doggies.
Oh, I know Lenny. I know Lenny.
Lenny and John.
Yeah. So if
I
you
only
do want to
know
get
one
involved,
Lenny. And he's trying to save some Africans.
if you do want to get involved with the show, send the page a message and just mention either the word bookings or something along those lines in your message, and the little robot that monitors our inbox will send you over a form that you can fill in, and then we'll get you live on the show. We're kind of aiming it, I suppose, at people that maybe don't have a full set. So if you've got anything kind of less than 15 minutes, then this is the show for you. But equally, if you like watching musicians, magicians, beatboxers, and a whole host of kind of surprises, then this is also the show for you to sit back and grab a beer and watch it.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
also it's
I'm
not just for musicians. That's worth pointing out. I know we've listed all the other different things we've got, but I think it's quite easy to fall into the impression that we are strictly for music, but we're not. If you've got anything you want to share with everyone, or even just us, hop on. It'd be lovely to see you all.
I've just remembered I seen Lenny Justine play. I'm pretty sure it was at the Monkey Suit in Exeter.
Oh, nice.
And she was blooming
lovely.
brilliant.
Her voice
So-
is insane.
Yeah. That's what I
Oh,
remember.
God.
I think some of you
and I
lovely
remember-
people listened to us and started some watch parties because the numbers are going up. Well played. Thanks if you did that.
Big
Thank
you lot
you.
up for starting your watch parties.
Oh, yes.
Have we got a schedule?
We do.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it yet. There is one. Did you
Okay,
create
the
that
first-
schedule, Ems?
Yeah, I did. I'll put it in the.
I've seen
thing.
it.
Oh, you
I
put
just
it.
wondered where it came from. I thought, oh, someone's organised.
Oh no,
Did you?
yeah, it was Luca. Luca did it.
Well done, Luca.
Yeah.
Well done, Luca.
Fair enough.
Ems, talk to us about your daily process then, or your weekly process leading up to this. How many phone calls and messages have you got to send out to get this organised for us?
Okay, so I just message so many people, but then people message me as well.
Okay.
And then Ollie and Chris always want to come back via the show.
Utter chaos.
But yeah, there's no pressure or anything. If someone doesn't want to do it, that's fine. Like if you decide, oh, in the weekend, yeah, I really want to do it, and then like Tuesday, Wednesday, you're like, not sure. Like that's fine. Just do it the week after if you're not ready. It's pretty chill. Like, yeah, I'm not.
You enjoying the
horrible.
process?
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah. Did
really
people
nice.
send you like little promos of themselves, demos?
No demos.
No?
Oh no, one did actually. Yeah,
Sick.
that was cool. And then I've virtually met a few people. Like one of the girls tonight. I've never met her before, but she's gonna, speaking to her, she's gonna do some singing. The magician from last week, I never knew who he was, and then
He was amazing.
found him. Yeah, scouted
That's
him out
awesome.
in the comments.
So then, if you've got any advice for people that maybe want to get on the show, could you tell them where to go, and what's an ideal setup for them to be able to promote themselves, or give them details over to yourself? How, like, go on.
Yeah. If you want to come on the show, you can just message me on Facebook or put it in this live stream and just say Emily, like tag Emily, I want to be in the talent show, and I'll just find you, or whatever.
Or
you
message
do.
the virtual pub.
Or
Give us a
message the
little
virtual pub.
message.
Yeah,
Yes.
might be
If
easier
you-
because they don't probably know who I am.
Yeah, if you want to be on the virtual pubs talent show specifically, send us a message saying how do we get in contact. But if you could put in your message something this pub's got talent related, that helps us siphon through, because we get a lot of requests these days, don't we?
Yeah.
Sam?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't do that anymore. It's not my department.
We do.
No, I do
I
sneak
like
in and have a
that.
little look now and again just to see how things are going. But yeah, it seems it's pretty busy. Well, to be honest, what usually happens is when I go in there to have a look, all the messages have already been answered. So somebody in the background is doing all of that. I'm assuming it's Jezza, because he was the one doing it in the early days. But yeah, it's almost like we're organised and we know what we're doing.
Don't be daft.
It's like the fairy godmother in
Absolutely.
the background.
Do we want to briefly touch on the slight change of schedule again?
Oh, I think that's definitely worth doing.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
Yeah.
go on then, Charlie.
All right. So basically, we want to try and consolidate our quality we want to basically have a better, more thought out show. So we're going to do Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Sundays is staying with the mental health day. That's not changing. That's still going on. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we now want to sort of compact and get all of the goodness out of all of the week and sort of condense it down into Thursday, Friday, Saturday for you. It lightens our load, which means we can spend a bit more time arranging and putting on a better show for you guys, basically. So yeah, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, they will, sadly, just be
So-
your days.
Thursdays is obviously going to
Chill.
stay This Pub's Got Talent, which
Yeah.
is a full evening's worth of amazing entertainment. And then Fridays is OK Penrice hosting Fire in the Pub. So that's kind of one of the acts, I suppose, or at least one of the shows that we're running on a Friday. So there's maybe room for a quick show before that. Like last week we had the Magician on and then went into that, and it worked really well.
Yeah.
That's good.
And then, so pretty much, we're only left with really Saturdays to fill with kind of bands and acts. And like Charlie said a minute ago, the amount of kind of requests that we're getting, I think it will enable us to put potentially 2 to 3 acts on a Saturday. So it will be like 2 support acts and a headliner. So it will mean that all of the evenings that we're doing are a lot more kind of thought out, a lot more considered, and a lot more acts on each night. And I think, like Charlie said, it'll allow us to condense down what we're doing and give you kind of 4 amazing shows rather than kind of 7 that there's nothing wrong with them, but it's I think where this has come from is that it's a hell of a lot of work to put on 7 shows and 7 masterclasses in a week.
Yeah, it gives us a chance to have
Yeah.
a bit of a life alongside it, which will make it a bit more sustainable in the long run. So
Yeah, definitely. It's worth mentioning as well with the masterclasses, I think we're looking at condensing those down. So on a Friday we'll probably have we'll have 1 on a Thursday still, and then probably 2 on a Friday, 2 on a Saturday. So pretty much nothing changes in terms of the number of acts and masterclasses that we're bringing. We're just consolidating it down into 4 days. And the feedback we've had so far is, what the hell are you lot doing? I can't have a night. No, it's not at all. The feedback we've had so far has been really positive, and I think it will do some good things for I think the algorithm will thank us a little bit for it, but I also think it will be nice for all of us individually to be able to have a couple of days off a week will be nice. And I think, at the end of the day, I think it gives people more of an incentive to tune in if there's longer, kind of more bulked out shows each sort of 3 nights a week with the Sunday kind of mental health show as well. And yeah, I think it's just all round a good thing for us to do. There are conversations now happening in the background for us personally about what life might look like past the lockdown, and I think that's kind of been a factor as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the change. I think we're going to be stepping up the quality by reducing the quantity, basically.
You'll get us up on an 11 every night.
Yeah,
not
definitely.
Like a tired, droopy 4.
Do you reckon there's any shows that anyone's seen where we came across as just like lethargic and tired? I don't reckon there is, because you know when it comes up on the screen and it goes, "You're live," I have like a whole nother mode that I click into that's just like, "All right, let's go then."
Yeah,
it's like
a lot of people are just in the headlights, but Sam's just like adrenaline just goes through his body. Like, right, let's.
Yeah,
it's like
it's show time.
Blue Steel, go.
Love it.
And we're
merch store.
Have we sorted out the merch?
Yeah.
We had a bit of an issue with some of the merch, didn't we?
Yeah, I don't think we've said too much about that publicly yet.
That's not
Fair enough.
No, the merch is in hand. I'm on the case. But yeah, if you do want to buy merch, it will get to you. Obviously, it's just obviously with the situation happening at the moment and a little bit of issues with just if you're watching, by the way, you can't click on that link that's on the screen. The link is in the comments. So somebody the other day was going, "I'm clicking on the screen and it's not working." And that doesn't work. So if you want to buy any merch, we've got 2 t-shirts, 2 hoodies. One's a chest print and one's a smaller breast print. I thought you had yours on then, and I realised I had them.
You haven't given it to me yet.
Yeah, they're available now. All of the profits go straight back into the channel. We're not looking to make a profit out of this. We're not looking to make a penny out of it. We've said that from the start, and we maintain that. So yeah, it's any money that we do make is just going to go basically into trying to pay some of the costs off of running the channel, which there are a few. We've got streaming costs, we've got website costs, all that sort of stuff. So if you want to help us out,
Coldplay, then
yeah, exactly. We're working on
one of each, probably.
We're working on booking a festival, and Coldplay are going to be our headliner. They don't know that yet, but
no,
they will.
but we thought we'd announce it.
They will. They're semi-local, aren't they? We can get them. We can get anyone we want. We're the virtual pub.
Yeah.
Hey-o.
I mean, they are English, so yeah.
Get the Muse in as well. They're only Timber.
Yeah.
The
Muse. The Muse.
The Muse.
Muse.
The Muse tribute act. Help do.
Charlie, you're my muse.
Speaking of boys from Teignmouth.
I've just noticed
that was a smooth segue, but go on.
One more thing is I've just noticed people are commenting on watch parties. If you're watching us on a watch party, we can't see your comments. So even though it's great to spread the love with the watch parties, if you're watching right now on a watch party, somewhere up around here somewhere, it will say the virtual pub. Click on that and watch us live on there, and then we get all of your comments down in the side, and you can join in with the amazing banter.
It's a really, really good point.
Yeah, we can interact with you. That's nice.
Come
That's a really
join
good
us.
point.
So I'm just going to rewind a bit and say, music from Teignmouth. Talking of Teignmouth,
Which we were.
which we were 10 minutes ago. Saturday night, we got a couple of, a Teignmouth lad and a Plymouth boy coming on to host our
Not his
quiz.
fault.
Jordan and Matt from Moriarty are going to host our first virtual pub quiz.
That's
which
so
is
Whey!
wicked.
It's about time we
Yeah.
do that, because that was literally the first ever Facebook post we put out. Said we're going to do a virtual pub quiz, and now it's
and then
come to fruition a month
then
later.
It was given to me to arrange. Yeah, I've got that. And then a month later, we're celebrating by doing it.
Nice.
But yeah, I think those Moriarty boys are going to come on, and Matt said, "Join me, I'll be drinking." So leave that with you.
Fair
Is
enough.
it
Sarah,
like,
sorry.
is it like pen and paper?
Yes, it will. If you have a pen and a pad of paper, and the boys will take over from there. There's going to be various rounds, I think, and in between the rounds, they're going to provide us with some entertainment.
Oh, no way.
That's a virtual pub
Very
exclusive. Wap, wap, wap.
It's a virtual pub exclusive.
Nailed it. Do you
Well
want
done.
another virtual pub exclusive?
Can we have the brick sharp one?
I haven't got it yet.
Nah.
You sent it me.
broadcast,
You
yeah.
sent it me, but I've been busy.
Have you got them on like just buttons that you can press now?
Yeah, but I've not.
so
played
cool.
them
No
since,
way.
Everyone else says he has.
Yeah.
The virtual pub.
I like
And
that
of
one.
course,
DJ Yaps in the virtual club.
Obviously,
I
I've
love
got
that
mine
one.
in. I've got mine in.
Yeah.
There. No,
Yeah. I'll just keep waiting.
this was the first folder I got from our good friend Johnny Finnis. So with all of our sound bites. So I've got the new folder. I'm going to put it in. It's going to be ready for tomorrow. I do apologise. I've been out foraging all day. I'll have you know, I've got smelly
Lovely.
fingers as a result of picking garlic. I was just going to go in. I've got an exclusive. I've got smelly fingers.
I'm
But
glad
then
you
I
didn't.
thought,
That
yeah.
would have been.
No, but then I've obviously followed on with it's all right, it's garlic. But I've realised that I've still got mud
Much
under my
better.
fingernails, so I didn't clean my hands very well when I came in, did I?
Well, if you've still got mud under your fingernails, then you might still have a virus under your fingernails, is what I think. If you can see dirt in your fingers, imagine what you can't see.
Yeah, you only sung
Exactly.
happy birthday
Charlie,
once.
yeah, absolutely.
I am not.
Wash your
promoting-
hands.
I'm
Only
not
sang happy
promoting
birthday
proper
once.
health and safety PPE.
Sarah, yes, we did clap for Tom Moore. We did that
Yeah.
just now. You must have just tuned in, and we opened the show with clapping for all the care workers out there, all the key workers, and yourself, your NHS worker.
Lovely.
You, yeah. Thanks for everything you're all doing.
We are
Heroes.
heroes.
Yeah, I played Bowie Heroes. I've got a child walking down the stairs, so I'll be back in a minute. Oh,
Oh, what a hero.
Cute.
I think we're nearly ready to bring on our first act.
Yeah.
We've managed to fill the half an hour that was on the schedule, which is usually
right.
15 minutes, but we've managed to talk about ourselves for a whole half an hour.
I didn't see. There was not a single bit of circle jerk in there.
No, exactly.
Not
We
one.
didn't. No one congratulated each other. No one patted each other on the back. We've done really well there. 'Cause
No.
usually, you know what we're like.
Yep.
I've done that thing again where I pull my. No, I'm not going to say it again. Let's keep it PG tonight. We're before the
PG.
watershed.
Yes, ma'am.
This is a family show, sort
Family
of.
show.
Did you hear what I did? 'Cause someone told me like why are you not doing anything on the talent show?
Oh
So I learned something. I'm learning
Oh
guitar
my
in
god! Yeah, I did.
isolation.
I heard it.
Do you want to
Yeah.
hear it?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
on.
Sorry to everyone, but I'm learning, so please bear with.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Ems, our first act of the night.
It's a virtual
Oh, okay. Right. It's Thursday night, and I know you know what's coming up next. It's the talent show.
Oh, hey.
Can't go outside. We got to stay here together. We fight this thing rolling. So grab yourself a beer, grab yourself some grub. Sit down here at the virtual pub.
Whoa!
Oh,
Beautifully
I need
done.
I need to record that. Can
Johnny
we do that
Finnis is
again?
going
God.
to love that.
He is. He
Someone's,
is.
someone's
I have,
covered
like,
one of his
wine
fingers.
throat.
That's amazing. I like the bit at the beginning.
Oh yeah, that was my mum's idea.
Very good.
There you go. We've just brought you a bonus act. You didn't even realise that was coming, did you? Bringing you exclusive of that here on every Thursday.
That wasn't
I
on the
have no idea
roster.
how I sounded, but we'll go with
It was
it.
great.
Corona bonus.
Absolute hero.
That, yeah,
Hero.
go on, Brownie.
Look at
Emily
us
Brown.
managing to exactly hit schedules perfectly bang on, like we know what we're doing.
Here we are.
We're now ready to bring in
8:30.
our first act of the night. Ems,
Yeah.
who's your first act of the night?
Okay, first we have Shannon.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hey, Shannon.
Hey,
Hey,
Shannon.
girl.
How's it going?
Oh,
Can we hear you? Can we hear you? Can't hear you.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
Hello. If
Try
you
refreshing it.
refresh your.
Oh,
Right.
no, I
Hang
think,
on, hang on,
I think
let's
the
try
mic,
that.
mute was
Wait.
mic was muted.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, she's done it. Nailed it.
hey, girl.
Hello.
No.
No.
Try refresh.
Refresh your screen. We can fill time. We're good at this now.
Yeah. I've got loads to talk about.
Oh,
You know, I say every night that anyone's got their phone landscape sideways. Shannon's upside down for me. Don't know what's
Oh,
going
really?
on. Yeah.
Must be that dodgy new Mac that you've got.
oh man.
Is it just doing it on the Mac or is it doing it on your PC before?
No, it's fine on the PC and it was fine on my phone. It's
What
just
you
a
want?
setting. I'm sure it's
Are you,
a setting.
are you Chrome? Are you using Chrome? Or Safari?
Firefox.
Firefox. That's your problem, mate.
Oh,
Well, work
everyone's
on Chrome.
comments.
Right,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
try this again. It just means that Shannon's going to keep getting rounds of applause in the comments. So, ladies and gentlemen, one more time.
Okay.
Shannon!
Shannon! Yeah.
Oh, no!
Oh.
Still can't hear you.
Hello.
Unless you get like paper. Hey.
We
What's
won't be able
Shannon
to
doing
hear
for
her
us?
backing track.
Do you have Oh
Yeah,
yeah. You got headphones.
No, you're gonna need to. We're gonna need to have it all working.
Yeah.
Oh
Because,
yeah.
Ems, if you explain what Shannon's doing tonight, then people will understand why it's so important to hear the music.
Okay, so Shannon is a good friend of mine, and she is a street dancer. So she's gonna be street
Nice.
dancing. That was. Woo!
Yeah, we need sound, don't we? There was a street miming.
Nailed it.
Shannon, are you using Safari?
It's on your. Is it on your
Yeah,
phone?
that's-
Is this your phone? Are you using a phone or are you using a laptop? Phone. Yeah.
Have you got a laptop? No, who has laptops these days?
No. Let's go over it again. Let's just
Let's try one more refresh. Also, close all the apps that you've got open and close every other tab. Just close your whole life down and dedicate your life to the virtual pub.
Save
BRB.
anything that you need. First.
Oh, Queen.
So if
Hopefully
anyone,
it works.
I sense picking the wild garlic.
Oh, yeah, back to that drama.
We might as well. We
Yeah.
may as well. Fill some
Go
time.
for it, man.
Man, that stuff smells good. Like I didn't realize how potent it was. But I've got it inside the flat, and that stuff is like my whole flat smells of beautiful wild garlic. I would recommend it to anybody. I've only got a small handful. It smells great. It smells great.
Is it?
I foraged some recently and I made wild garlic pesto, and it was one of the best things I've ever eaten.
What?
Charlie
What's the
didn't blast
recipe?
it all over.
See,
Charlie
I've been
didn't
looking-
tell the whole
you-
of Instagram that he was doing it. Though. Did you know?
You can use the whole plant. I didn't know this. You can use the flowers in salads, the roots and the stem. Sorry, the stem, the bulby bit at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's more like a onion. What they call? Why is my
Spring
head
onion.
spring onion? My head
Yeah.
is just like full of clouds at the moment. I apologize.
The get the leaves,
Yeah.
put them in either a pestle and mortar or one of them electrical whisk aroundy thingies.
Yeah.
Toast off some like pine nuts or something along those lines.
Yeah.
Parmesan if you want it,
No.
and then I think that's it. I can't remember what else put in it, but
that
it looked great and it tasted
lots of
even
olive
better.
oil. Lots
Yeah,
of
that's
olive
it.
oil,
Tons of olive oil. Yeah,
Did
and
you
then
use
just-
extra virgin or did you just use normal?
I only use extra virgin, baby.
There's a few comments in the performers group.
That's me. Yeah.
Just
Sorry.
asking about using Chrome. Is Chrome going to be an
Yeah.
issue?
Chrome on
Chrome's-
laptop is fine, and then
Yeah.
Safari on mobile is fine. I
There you
think.
go.
Don't
So
know.
hopefully
Should we?
it's-
Right.
Should we
Let's,
try? Should we try again?
Let's try it again. Come on, Shannon.
Shannon.
Hello.
Oh my
Yay!
I don't know what was happening, but
Hey, Queen.
We're done. Yes.
How are you
Brilliant.
doing?
I'm good. I'm very nervous, actually.
Don't
Oh,
be.
don't be. You'll be fine.
From what we saw of you practicing backstage there, I think you got this in the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, hopefully it's a little bit of fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go on, gal.
Well, seeing as we lost a little bit of time with the technical issues, I reckon we should jump straight into it so that
Yeah.
we can be bang on the schedule like we are at the moment. Boof, boof, boof.
And then we'll talk to you after.
Yeah,
well.
we'll have a natter
Okay,
afterwards.
Yeah, I'll probably explain to you a little bit quickly before I do it because
Yeah, do.
I haven't filled up much space or like time or anything, so
Yeah,
I'm
cool.
probably just going
That's
to
all
repeat the dance a couple of times. I've got
Super.
2 different dances, and I'll just repeat them twice each.
Cool.
Sweet. Yay. Okay.
Right.
Shannon, the street dancer. Make some noise in the comments.
Yeah.
So it is all royalty-free music as well, so hopefully I shouldn't have any problems with that. My first one is
So
just one that I taught for my virtual page that I've been doing the street dancing for under 10-year-olds. So this might be a little bit simpler, and then I'll move on to my other one afterwards. Hopefully it's not too loud.
It's in my bones. It goes electric, baby, when I tell you. All from my city, all through my home. We flying up, no ceiling when we in the zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, that good soul in my feet, that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it. It's so phenomenally, you won't like the way we rock it, so don't stop. I'm not alone, everything goes the way I should know. Don't need no reason, I don't need control, no. I get so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Yeah, I got this running in my body, that good soul in my feet, that hot blood in my body when it stops. Oh, I can't take my eyes off it. It's so phenomenally, no love the way we rock it. I don't stop under the lights, everything goes.
So that's my first dance. I'm just going to move on to my second one, so don't take up too much time.
No, crack on. Loving it.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. All the way up. All the way up. Yeah, all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. What you want, shorty, what you need. In the game, we ain't never leave. Counting up the money, we ain't never sleep. You got B12 like a 12 B. Got bottles, got. Shot what you want, I got what you need. Shot what you want, I got what you need. Shot what you want, I got what you need. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. All the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Forward to Bentley Creeps and Rolexes. Keep the type of room and give them no breakfast. And the stairs, truth, these niggas so reckless. So cruise, so walking, so nothing. Hell showing off with new things. Couldn't take it off, so I gave her chain. She come and talk shots, yeah, I keep a few things. Champion sound, yeah, I got a few rings. And I'm all the way up. All the way up. And you can stay up. And you can stay up. And if you ask anybody where I live, the point to the heels is the same. Go all the way up. Go all the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. Yeah, all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. At the big house to a big house. Ain't have a girlfriend, but the bitches out. Chanel croc bag, then even out with the gold chains. Himalayan Birkin coat, leading up. I hit him up on top of color money. Purple ink and blue dirt like a brown mirror. I ain't talking about Ross. I've been moving my bag with. That means I'm all the way up. Hey, you can stay up. POC, I can't get high. I'm in the helicopter, where it's at. Go all the way up. Go all the way up. Go all the way up. All the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all
Oh.
Go on, guys.
London.
Oh my
That
god.
was sick.
Yes. You have so much energy. Everyone in the comments were like, I wish I could join in.
Is there like a neighbour below you that is like just pulling their hair out because all they can hear all day is like
No,
no.
luckily not. We
Oh,
have quite nice neighbours.
Oh, amazing. Sick. That was brilliant.
Really
yeah. Well
Like,
done, girl.
The first one was definitely like I can see why you'd be teaching kids that dance. The second dance I think would be a little bit too technical, a little bit too complicated for a younger mind. But
I reckon you could do it, Charlie.
Thought
I
would
reckon
show
I
you
could be
two
good.
different kinds of things. One's a bit. The second one was a little bit more. I don't know what the word is. Aggressive.
Yeah.
So the other one.
It was like high energy, high impact.
Yeah,
more
high
advanced.
energy. Yeah.
That's great. bring in the royalty for
So
the
I
music.
got it out the way.
Can't ask for more than that.
Oh, you're doing so good, girl. So
Damn
where,
good.
tell everyone where you teach your 10-year-olds and your what you
So
do.
I've been. I don't know if anyone's heard of it, but I've been with Demolition Dance Troupe, which is based in Paynton. Obviously, that's how I met Emily, and I think actually I met Emily when you were in sixth form.
Yeah.
I was in year 7. So
little.
Amazing.
crazy.
If you ever
But,
need a DJ, let me know.
Yeah.
Teach for Demolition Dance Troupe with Abby Williams as well.
Yes, Abby.
So she's in charge of the dance school, and I co-teach with her every Monday, and we do different classes for different ages. So we have like a minis now, which is like for 3-year-olds, and then slowly it goes up, and then we've also now got an elite team, which is our team that's going to be going to like competitions and doing festivals and things like that. We also do painting carnival every year as well. Obviously, I don't know what's happening this year. We were meant to be doing a show. I can't give too much information on that because I don't know what's obviously.
Oh, it's nearly a virtual pub exclusive.
I really appreciate how well you're doing post dance, because normally the interview should be pre-dance, because it's always a slightly
true.
less heavy post dance. If anything, it's testament to your cardiovascular system. So well done. Clearly, dancing is a way of keeping fit and strong. So you should all be doing it. I certainly will.
Absolutely.
I was just watching and I nearly didn't make this segment.
With an inhaler. Oh. But yeah, if anyone's kids or know any like brothers or sisters who want to join Demolition, it's I've been a part of it as well, and it's awesome. Like, yeah.
So how do you get
any links to Facebook pages? Or
We have a Facebook page called Demolition Dance. If you just type it in on Facebook,
I'm on it.
There's loads of different things on there, videos from years ago, recent videos.
Sam,
and
I thought you meant you were on
it just gets bigger all the time, because I think people are looking for something local, and it's not just for girls, it's for boys as well. We've always been like girl oriented. And we want some more boys to join in, so it'd be nice to have some boys.
I think you got a volunteer in the top left of your screen there.
I was going to say, I can see 3.
Yeah, I love dancing. Dancing is like,
we should all go to one class at the end.
I'm in. I'm done.
When we're allowed out.
I'm in. And I was saying, if you ever need a DJ, let me know.
We just got your first hire here as well. Chris Hines is asking if they can have a backing dancer for next week because they do this Pub's Got Talent as well. Presumably that's a paid role.
They're gonna pay you.
That's great news twofold, because it means they're coming back for more.
So I come up with new routines each week so that I can put them on my virtual dance page as well that I've been doing.
What?
For the Unders and Over 10s.
Plug away.
Cool.
Plug
awesome.
away. What's the link?
The link's in the comments.
Oh, we've done this. Oh,
yeah.
Demolition Dance Troupe.
Boom, boom, boom.
You get so immersed in this conversation, you actually miss stuff sometimes because there's so much going on. It's really it is, honestly. If you've not done it, you won't know. But you lose yourself in this virtual pub world.
All right, Eminem.
Right, we need to bring on our next guest in about a minute or so. So for now, ladies and gentlemen in the comments, everyone in the feed, let's make some noise, make some atmosphere for Shannon, everybody.
She's had so much love.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Well done.
Loads of love in the comments for that one. That's a great opening act.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Well, not
we
technically.
haven't had a dancer yet.
Yeah, that was brilliant. Not technically our opening act though. Squires, just pointing that out.
Oh yeah,
so
true.
I'll tell you what, on the roster, she was our opening act for the roster. Fair play. Shannon, well done.
Roster.
That was legit.
I'm trying to download off of YouTube sneakily in the background the golden buzzer sound from that TV show that we nicked the name off of. But so if I get really close to the camera and when we drop back in after an act and I'm right up here doing this, that's.
Oh, bye.
I'll see you later.
I don't know what happened then. Do you need to be here, Squid? Do you want to be here still?
I'll drop out for a second whilst I.
All right.
Bye.
Just like that.
Yeah. Fine. Shannon.
Cool.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at names at the bottom again. Just getting lost in
Charlie,
the
have you been drinking?
No,
Are you okay?
not. No. I'm clearly not.
Just checking.
Clearly not. It's all the sun. It's all the sun and energy. I just made Luca. I didn't use the wild garlic stupidly, but I just made Luca's one of his masterclass dishes, which was the garlic and chili. And
oh my god, I had that yesterday. So good.
Right?
So yummy.
Moly. Man. If
I was
you
full for ages as well.
I'm an absolute pasta fiend. I think I could quite easily polish off 500 grams of pasta in 2 meals, which I'll eat in an evening myself.
Love that.
I'm a fatty. Maybe Charlie accidentally picked mushrooms. There is. I mean, I'm not the most.
I love
the cheesiest show on the planet, isn't it? By the way.
Why?
I'm just trying to find some golden buzzer moments, and it turns out there isn't a golden buzzer sound. It's just like a big like Inception noise. But then it just plays whatever song is kind of relevant to the thing. So it's not really. We'll have to make one for next week.
Yeah.
So rather than
Definitely.
doing production live on the show, like I was just trying to do, we'll get it
Do you
sorted for next
have
week.
you know the effects that you can have on the camera, like get gold glitter coming down?
I reckon
know?
we can sort something pretty special out for next week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're working
Wow.
on that production value. We're making this like high end now.
Leveling up every week
Yeah.
here on This Pub's Got Talent.
If you look
wow.
back at our first shows, I had still an amazing setup, but Samuel had less amazing setup. Luca had less amazing. I mean, everyone's been envious of my setup to date, and no
We've
one's
all
still
just-
beaten it. I mean,
we're all
actually,
just
Sam, I really like your neutral setup. I think it's
Thanks.
smart.
It's about all I can rock with, because this corner that I broadcast from is literally the only corner of any room that I have access to in the whole world. So, yeah, short of kind of putting up some prayer flags or something that I did find today in the van. So I might do that. But other than that, it's white walls and white lights. That's all I got, baby. I'm not out there shopping for LEDs.
Man. I like your style. It's nice.
We
real nice.
have hit the point where we're ready to bring our next act on. So, Ems,
Yeah.
who is it? What are they doing?
Okay. Next we have Caroline. You'll see what she's doing.
Hello. And we've got
Hey,
Sam straight away.
Oh, you
Yeah.
I don't know if it will work because I've had this equipment for ages and I learned how to set it up about 5 hours ago.
Amazing. You sound brilliant. Really clear.
Who knows?
Yeah, you sound amazing.
Like
Yeah.
really
Super
clear.
clear.
Perfect.
I
Are
have
you-
an accordion from Spain.
Look at this.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I'm so happy.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
This
I'm
is
so
a real variety show tonight, Ems. You've
Yeah.
hooked us
Yes,
up.
ma'am.
I'm excited that everyone's talking about decor because I managed to pick up a green screen at the start of the lockdown, and I think StreamYard do it as well. They have
Yes,
like
they do.
Yeah.
when you test things.
Yeah. It actually gives you your own green screen, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure. Luke had some pretty fun stuff going on in the background not long ago.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
definitely. Between now and next week, let's link up and get some mad green screen action going on to tie in with your microphone setup.
Yes.
Love it.
I think I'd just green screen my background back on just because I think it's so amazing.
Is that how you've managed to get this setup? It's not actually real. You're just sat in front of a green screen.
No, it's definitely real.
It's all fake.
No.
You wanna talk backgrounds?
Oh.
Here's my friend.
Brick shop.
Here's my favourite.
Right, Ems, what's all this about then?
Okay, so yes. Should
Violin?
we go straight in and do a chat?
Yeah, let's do it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
go on then. You can do the make some noise. Get everybody to make
Okay.
atmosphere.
Everyone make some noise, make some atmosphere. Caroline!
Caroline.
Yay!
Right. Got to test if it's working. Is that working? Can't hear anyone.
Yeah, that's working loud and clear.
Yay!
Perfect.
Nope. Right, so to add a bit of context, because I think this is probably the only one that I'm going to stumble, is I moved out into a new place in lockdown a couple of months ago, and was just like, oh, okay, I'm not working for a few weeks. Cool. I'm gonna do some really silly projects and see what happens. I was a bit gutted earlier because I wanted to get my cat involved, but we're sort of separated from each other, so I'm gonna have to collaborate with my cat virtually. But for now, this is the first song from my dinosaur musical. You've got to imagine that I'm actually a T-Rex. I have tiny arms, and yeah, that's what I look like. So, right. I also only wrote it on Monday, so there might be a lot of mishaps, but they're supposed to happen. One more song, then it is time to I could lie down with the Ammonites, bittersweet peace I find. I was never here to find. I've had doubts, cried it out, embarrassed and insecure about the size of my snout. Said goodbye, questioned why. I've escaped the heat from my skin of my teeth, but love is no longer within my reach. I'm no king, but I still wear these forms. And as the sea gets warm, I sit and wait for the storm. Why'd I lie? It would all be in vain. And will there ever be extinction of all this pain? And this drought, heal my gout. Is anyone there to hear me when I scream and shout? Show me more, hear me roar. What are we fighting for? If love is no longer within our reach.
I'm just utterly blown away.
Come on, girl. That's so cool.
That's so awesome.
Oh my god, I
Thank
love
you
it.
for doing it.
No, you smashed
That's
it.
what happens when you're friends with Jessie Plum. She makes you do a million stupid ideas.
That's,
She introduces
Oh, I
you to
love
other
it.
people that do that.
that's literally made my week.
So cool.
That's incredible. I got a couple of questions.
Oh man.
Was the song written from the point of view of the T-Rex?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Like, he's like just waiting for the meteorite, basically. And
So good.
it's great because while we're all like in
Extinction.
I've been calling it the apocalypse.
Yeah, me too. I keep getting told off for saying that.
Like, I'm just trying to have a sense of humour, man. There's a lot of material going about now with like people were panicking that there'd be lootings. Like, we're not allowed to see each other. You're not allowed to travel in herds. It's just, yeah.
Like dinosaurs.
Yeah,
So does the song draw a comparison to the extinction of the dinosaurs to now?
It's kind of like the Queen T-Rex's like last song. So she's like, fuck it, I've done everything I could, and
Oh my god, I love it. Amazing.
This
It's
is what
so
variety shows are all
clever.
about.
Yeah.
Everyone is loving you, by the way, in the comments. You are getting a lot of
I
love.
love Emily.
I loved more than the song was incredible, but I loved so much the introduction to it and not knowing what was about to happen and then hearing about the T-Rex and the small arms. I
I wasn't
literally
really sure either, to be
the
fair.
people I'm hoping
It was cracking black. Amazing.
I don't charge
So
the
good.
for it.
It's a shame we don't have that golden buzzer yet, because I'd have pressed it. If we all get one each, that would have been my.
Had a heart attack. Yeah.
I got another question about the accordion.
I was just about to ask that, yeah.
What's
Sam saw Roland and got excited.
how's it? So the accordion, how does it work? You push air into it, and then what's the keys on the back? And explain it.
It
I've
looks
always
like a
been
high-end-
intrigued.
Yeah.
I've never seen one with lights on it
Basically
before.
A MIDI accordion.
Oh, cool.
And,
It's a MIDI accordion.
Yeah. Well, so it's kind of digital. Like, you can put two jack leads in it, and hook it up to a mixer, and no one will have a problem hearing the accordion amongst 50 people. So that's how I ended
Yeah.
up doing
Can
it.
you put a
'Cause I was
beat
in
to it
really
then?
large band, and I like to move because it keeps me like confident, and I've constantly have sound engineers coming and like looking at a wiring thing on my back and getting really frustrated that they didn't know what to do with it. So I got it for that, but then
This.
Just got it to mess with those guys.
Oh my
does that.
Can you do time team?
I'll learn it. I
Oh,
can't-
please do. My friends used to
There's
do
a
it.
lot
It
of
was an
things
absolute.
going around that's not time theme. Right, that's not.
You
that.
don't have to apologise for not having time team ready to
It's
perform.
a random.
We'll let you off that
explain.
one.
I'll explain in a minute.
So it's got scat voice, which is unfortunately really quiet, so I haven't quite managed to use it. It's literally got 24 voices, and they've got like some really amazing ones.
Can I ask a
So
question?
this was, like,
Are you
half
putting your hand up?
it was the original.
Apparently, I am. What do the buttons at the back do?
The buttons at the back, the bass buttons,
Yeah.
Ah.
they're like so you've got it usually starts on E, but this is like a 72 bass. So it goes
yeah.
E, A, B, B, and it's all in like fifths.
Yeah, yeah.
You've got like the
Does
fifth
the
thing.
does the note play as you press the button or as you extend the bellow?
When you press the button, because it's readless, so you can take it on planes and it won't get screwed up.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
That happened to my last one. Took it on a
Yeah,
plane. It was knackered.
Yeah, I've lost a few like that.
That was my last question. That has
It's so
made my week. Genuinely, the song is
Yeah.
actually brilliant.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Yeah,
just love.
fantastic.
I love creative
I've got
people.
nothing else to do at the moment, so this is a pretty good thing to get started.
It's the
Yay!
obvious choice,
Here you
isn't
are.
it?
It's the obvious choice.
Yeah.
Yes.
So-
We
I'll get the
we-
accordion and write a song about dinosaurs. That's what I'll do.
So cool.
if anyone watched to the end of the government announcements, that was the last piece of advice they had on their list. Buy an accordion and write a song about dinosaurs.
At least another 3 weeks, so crack on, get your accordions.
Done.
Do it.
It's awesome that you've got a proper setup as well. We need to talk to you about a full evening show at some point because you've got the setup, you've got the tunes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you
Nice.
played at Boomtown Festival.
yeah, with my band. And,
Oh, sick.
I met Jess and Ollie at uni, and I managed to coach Jess into being like in a scratch piece of this, but everything was in C major, and I didn't have a clue what I was doing. And I just haven't looked at it in like literally years. And then this all happened. As like, and one of my mates was just like, "But what do you want to do?" And it's like,
How long does it take you
This.
to learn the accordion? Is it? I mean, how to get up to like a?
started playing it 5 years ago, and I did piano when I was little, and I wanted to join a band. I worked at Swamp Circus down in Cornwall. Started doing arts administration jobs. Someone came in as a band leader and basically was like, "Oh, apparently I've got a band to lead, but there's no band. I've got to make one up." So I got involved straight away, and then a couple of months later, like, we're starting to apply for festivals with no music, just going, honestly, like, we've got music, please make us.
We'll wing
Wing
it.
And like,
Wing
yeah,
it.
and
Amazing
I met Emily at Boomtown recently at the year that's just gone.
God,
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
a lot of
Lovely,
strong wine
what
there.
was I glitter?
Oh, it was so good.
So
Just what
thank
I-
you
Just
for
wanna-
having me.
Thank
you so much.
Yeah, fantastic.
So good. There's comments coming in saying we've peaked. We can't possibly top that. I think that's
Oh, yes, you can. It's a virtual pun.
Sophie, Sophie.
Thank you so much for joining us. Let's
You're a
let's
legend.
definitely have a chat to you about getting a full evening on the go, because I
One.
think it'll be incredibly
If you want
entertaining.
to.
1 million
Yeah,
percent.
no, that would be awesome. Thank
That's
you.
what we do.
Yeah.
Pressure bookings here on the virtual pub. Thank you so
You're
much for
in.
joining us.
Thank
Ladies
you.
and gentlemen, in the comments, make some more of these emojis. That was
Thank you so
incredible.
much.
Ems, you've pulled it out of the bag tonight.
Yeah.
This is full variety show type stuff.
It is. Oh,
Can't
Yeah.
stop
man.
smiling. Literally
Oh,
can't
it's
stop.
so cool.
Oh.
My Gert Nan, I'm from Bristol. My Gert Nan used to have one of those, and I was just like,
Accordions.
yeah, accordions, and I was like, how do you, what? Like, I don't understand how you play it.
It's like a cross between the piano and the bagpipes, isn't it? Obvious combo.
Yeah.
So does with our collective knowledge, so the actual bellow section, is that just producing the bass and then the piano is sort of separate, or is the bellow sort of
We've just had an
producing
expert
some-
on, and now you're asking us idiots about
Should
it.
we get her in? I want to ask her some more questions. We'll do it on our show.
Yeah,
Where's our?
we'll line up a full show for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we got
So
someone
cool.
in the background now. So let's get him in. Let's get him on.
Is he in?
Go on, Ems.
Jamie, everyone.
Hey! Man like Jamie, how's it going?
Hey, thank you.
Hey.
Yeah,
Good.
good. Thanks for joining us.
No worries,
Welcome.
pleasure. Thanks for having me.
What have you got in store for us tonight?
Some very, very rusty face noises.
Yeah.
Bass noise.
Bass noises. This is a
Bass
variety
noises.
show of all variety
There
shows
you
tonight.
Yeah. Actually, so I'm going to do a bit of beatboxing.
Not like blowing raspberries. That's more impressive. Nice one.
Complicated raspberries. It all actually, surprisingly, a lot of the things you do beatboxing you use for trumpeting and stuff anyway. So, or any brass instruments.
There you
There you
go.
go.
Don't get me started
Yeah.
on blast instruments again. Sweeney will pipe up and give me
Where's
all
Sweeney?
kinds of grief again.
Oh.
Brass people are crazy. Like, yeah.
And how they do it.
Have you met anyone that
Yeah.
plays accordion? Because they're interesting as well.
Yeah, wow.
Accordions.
How cool is that?
I had a friend actually at a festival, and his whole thing is at folk festivals was he tuned accordions,
Oh, wow.
which it looks like they're the most horrendous thing I've ever seen in my life. Like you just open one up and it's just a big box of no.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. Big box of no.
I suppose,
If
yeah,
I-
the original accordions, like unlike the one we just saw, wouldn't be digital and they would require tuning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really.
That's crazy to think of. Somebody is a specialist in tuning accordions.
The
Yeah,
things I learn on
What
this
a niche
show
job.
There you go,
never
yeah.
cease to surprise me.
Learning.
Imagine being mid-festival and seeing a guy with what can only look like a big bellows for a fire, tuning it or doing something with it that maybe you should. Yeah, I just boggles my mind. This platform it just continues to boggle my mind.
Yeah, every day's a
Things
school
are-
day, yeah.
It's just nuts.
Charlie's only just got over freezing seeds to overwinter them. That was about
Yeah.
4 weeks ago
really?
that happened.
Oh, we're doing that right now. That was
Really?
that
Nice.
blew my mind.
Life hack.
Yeah,
Jamie, am I right in
Breathe.
thinking
Good.
you perform with a musical group usually, and Mr. Adam Butler sent you our way? Is that right?
Miss Adelaide, this anyway. Yeah, I played with the Butterfields, Coke and the Butterfields
Ah,
for 8-9
sick.
years. Yeah.
Nice. How are you finding
Thanks, Butler.
lockdown and kind of the lack of playing live and all that stuff? Is it fun?
I mean, so I stopped playing with the guys end of last year, just to go do other things and bits and bobs, and then I did a duo thing with a few friends. And
Nice.
I've gigged like for 10 years if it wasn't like busking or anything else, and so to have a big portion of time where there's like no gigs, it's a bit bizarre. It is a bit bizarre.
Yeah, I bet,
But
man.
you've got to find the positives in everything, and all the things that
Absolutely.
I've not been able to do because I've been busy every weekend and busy every week working. I'm now like, I've managed to do it. So like, I'm like doing lots of carpentry, and like I've got a studio here at
Amazing.
home, so I'd like get to make loads of music and on my own time, on my own terms, So it's nice,
Yeah.
I do miss gigging.
Found the
I do miss going to the pub.
Oh.
We have a virtual pub here, right?
Here we are.
Come
Yeah,
back,
baby, we got you.
There you go.
I see a guitar in the background. Are you a kind of multi-instrument musician type guy?
One of them talented buggers.
I'm a jack of all, master of none. I've picked up instruments and stuff, and
Yes.
just from like producing music and making music, you kind of end up dabbling in things and being in bands as well. Like being in a band with 4 or 5 other people that have got all different instruments, you always pick their instrument up and you always have a little play on one and a play on another, and like that's just the nature of it. So most musicians, if they've been in a band, I would say can play at least something like chopsticks on a keyboard.
I am like, my life's mission is to be a member of a band in some way, and I'm learning the piano at the moment. So that's my life.
Definitely transfer that over to the accordion.
A virtual pub band.
I reckon take all of the examples from tonight and be a street dancing accordion player who beatboxes.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Mate, then next week we'll just have you. Just for all 5 acts.
In different outfits.
You're learning the right instrument. That's what I will say. Like the first instrument you should ever learn is the piano. And it's the one that people...
Piano.
Because when they're kids, parents get them piano lessons or whatever else. They're like, I don't want to learn the piano. I want to be a rock and roll star and learn guitar, or I want to learn drums and be loud. But every single one of those musicians, I guarantee you, 10 years later when they're like in their 20s goes, I wish I learned the piano. I better go and learn the piano.
Yeah, definitely.
I was doing my circle of fifths today, going through it and understanding it. Working through that stuff.
I bet that blew your little mind, didn't it?
Hey, I found it really engaging.
Do you know something called the millennial whoop?
Yeah, no.
You heard of that?
No.
So it's just in every single popular song that's ever like. There's basically it's really geeky. Whatever your root note is in the song, you do the millennial whoop is like you sing the 5th note above and then back down again. So every song that goes up, whoa, all things like that, the bit you sing along to is the millennial whoop. It's the same thing in every single song. You don't realise.
And it's the millennial whoop because it's a thing of the last sort of 15, 20 years, I guess.
Every single pop song, in the last.
Yeah.
Just literally writing that in my notes. So thanks.
Next to the circle of fifths, the millennial whoop.
But the circle of fifths is really handy with it. There you go.
There you go.
Millennial.
There you go. We're getting a music tech lesson here. Music theory lesson.
I think it's maybe worth us, instead of this being a masterclass for Charlie, turn this into a talent show and start providing the wonderful viewers with some incredible beatboxing.
Okay.
It's really weird because I'm going to move this mic over here because I was really well prepared, you see. Is that too
loud?
No,
He's got a saucy microphone as well. Right, ladies and gentlemen, even just for the quality of the microphone, let's make some noise.
There you go. It might sound rubbish. I haven't had a chance to check. So, hey, what? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do one sound after another, so you can see in beatboxing how it's not so much about doing lots of sounds at the same time. You just fill in the gaps. So as this beat gets bigger, the gaps get smaller. That's literally it. 1, 1. Six sounds. There you go. There's one bit. I'm on my own. This is so strange. I do have a couple of little bits. I suppose beatboxing, people think gimmicky, like copying songs that people know. And some beatboxers don't want to do that, but it's just a bit of fun. So I ain't got no. Yeah, land. This is the fasting. Ready? You can't really see that's going up there and up there. And there you go. Yes.
That was amazing. Alex Love is fuming right now.
Yeah.
It's really
Oh my
odd. So
god.
I've smoked for like, this is really bad. This is like a good thing. I smoked for like 15 years and I gave up like 6 weeks ago. And I literally have never felt better in my life. It's crazy. But from doing it, it's great. But my lungs are like literally, like, they go for days of like, yes, you're breathing. You've done 20 pace cycle. You feel amazing. And then I do like 5 minutes of beatboxing and they're like,
Just stop it.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
The one
Jamie,
that was kind of the sort of D&B type one. I
man.
lost myself backstage when that dropped in.
I was going to try and do a thing. It's like, so you have I'll try it with my smoky lungs. You can do like 2 sounds at the same time. So you have this sound, which is the whole blowing raspberries thing I was saying about trumpets.
Yeah.
And then you have a throat like didgeridoo sound. It's like this. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wow, that one's sick.
You can do it for your nose. And then with that one you can go like,
Yo!
you can do 2 things at the same time. It's famous to how Snoop Dogg done his thing. All that kind of
Sick.
stuff.
Butler says,
I've
saying,
just-
I love you. Please
should
do
battle.
the throat trick.
Who said that?
Alex.
Adam Butler.
Adam Butler. Oh, big Adam Butler and Lennon. I know they're watching.
Yeah.
The throat
Microphone
trick.
on the throat, you were saying?
Oh, it's really weird.
I knew it would be,
okay,
but
yeah.
Adam involved.
Yes. So you have this, the heartbeat thing. I think is about. Right. Let me. I sellotape this pop shield. It's going to kill me to move it.
Oh.
So you have a thing. So you use like different parts of your mouth. So you have this obviously like for your mouth. And do this.
Yes.
Oh.
I don't know if that sounds any different to
It
you.
sounds like you're in the next room.
Yeah, you can do like drums, like dance stuff, like
It's like when it,
it works better with a different microphone. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
Jamie,
what
Jamie,
it is,
Jamie.
yeah.
A gauntlet has been thrown down.
Okay, cool.
Alex Love is in the comments challenging you to a battle next week. What do you say?
Oh my god.
Yeah, man. Is he beatbox? Sweet.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah.
Right, that's a virtual
Nice.
pub exclusive, Charlie.
Hopefully
Press
my
the
lungs
button.
will
It's a
warm lungs
virtual
up.
pub exclusive.
It's inside.
There you go. There's an exclusive. That's legally binding. That's been booked live on air.
Yeah.
Next week, Alex Love and Jamie going head to head in a beatbox battle.
Yeah.
Oh
Nice
my
one.
There you
god.
go.
Amazing.
Sick.
Years.
Jamie, fair play, mate. That was honestly brilliant.
Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
so
And
I'm
I-
like still shook. Like what? It was
So
Butler
good.
that introduced Jamie and I to each other.
Yeah.
That was really
Big
bad.
up Butler. We love
Big
Butler.
up Butler.
Big up Lennon as
Thank
well.
you, honey.
Yes.
Jamie, thank you so
Big
much
up
for joining
Lennon.
us, man. That was incredible.
No worries,
Um,
guys.
We'll put you in touch with Alex Love. You guys can do a battle next week. I think that'll be amazing.
Yeah.
Nice one,
yeah,
Jamie.
yeah.
Thanks for joining us, man. Make some love. Make some love. I've got Alex Love on the brain. Make some noise for Jamie, everybody.
Oh,
Well,
my
Ems, you have
God.
pulled it out the bag tonight. Yeah.
Fighting.
Smashing it. Smashing it.
Thanks.
That's
God.
like brilliant. Like legit. Some really fair play. Fair play.
Thanks, honey.
I was searching for a word and I'm like, fair play's gonna work.
Kyle's just put another comment in saying we should get some beatboxers on fire in the pub as well. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it would actually.
That's my audition.
I can't do it.
I can't do it. At all.
Right. Careful, Charlie. You're going to get sent for by Alex Love at this, right?
We should do a duet.
This so far has been absolutely incredible. Emily's smashing it. In fact, Kyle's literally just said Emily's on fire in the comments. Send your flame emojis in. Show some love for Em's book and all the amazing acts tonight. Talking of amazing acts, who else have we got? Well, they're not backstage yet, but who else have we got coming up?
We have someone postponed to next week now.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Have we got to fill 15 minutes? I'm sure I could drum together a little chopsticks on the piano.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, I could do something for everyone.
Oh, there's loads of fire coming in for you now, Em.
Oh, yeah.
Riddle me
Fire,
this.
fire,
Have
fire.
you spilt any wine yet tonight?
No.
Have you
Look at
changed
all the
carpet?
flame emojis coming in for Ems. That's
Oh my
it.
God.
Yes, you lot. We love you.
Cuties.
What are we doing? Who's doing what? Can we not
We
just
got-
bring the next one forward, or is Utter Chaos still literally rehearsing? I wouldn't blame them if they were, because their shows
They put
so
it
far
out
have been
there, actually. I
absolutely
think
incredible.
I think they're still writing it.
Yes. Big up all the OGs locked in. Nice to see Rosie back again. I hope you're all right, darling.
Yeah.
Big up JJ. Big up Kyle. All the OGs. Steve's inside. Steve recently got promoted. He got his badge today, didn't he? That's exciting.
Yeah, top fan.
Yeah, go on, Stevie.
Queen.
We might as well just bring it back to the garlic. I'm joking. I've just seen a comment by Roseanne, and I just thought
Rosie,
I'd
please.
make it funny.
Garlic,
Queen
Charlie.
alert.
Big up G-Dubs inside.
Queen.
Right. Look at all them flame emojis. This is super great, guys. I'm feeling
my
the love
God,
tonight.
Guys. Should I do my
So,
song?
yeah, go on.
I won't do it again.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? Who?
Who is up next? So
Does anyone want to come in from the comments and do something?
Alex
Yeah,
Love's
anyone-
just like, yes, I'm gonna send
Alex.
that dude down.
I think
Imagine just being on.
he's literally
Anyone
like
sitting there
frantically
watching
running
thinking,
around his
"Which one
flat.
got involved? Jump on.
Oh,
Jump on, the fastest rise around, ladies and gentlemen.
Is that
You
is
guys
that-
don't understand how much Sam practices these things on
All
me.
the time. Sometimes I just ring Sharpie and go on StreamYard without actually broadcasting, just to practice my new noises. In
Just,
Sharpie.
just me. Yeah. Sound effects.
inside.
And he's after like an hour, he's like, Squid, do I still have to be here? And I'm like, yes.
The kids need feeding, mate. Come on.
Nah, they'll be all right.
Oh, Utter Chaos have just said, need to tell everyone we are in earlier if we need you. Them.
They've
What?
got fans.
You got fans.
Oh, okay. They can't move their
They
spots.
can't-
They got
they
they
need
got
to
all
do
the man
that.
dem coming inside.
That's fair
Yeah,
enough.
in
They've
10
told
minutes.
the world when they're on. That's fine.
Have you seen? I've got a shout out. Charlie, do my horn sound and a cheeky lunge.
Oh,
That's
Sarah
That's a
Mann.
talent.
Yes.
What a
They got
legend.
Sarah Mann locked in.
Is it?
Get
that?
on.
That's a fantastic horn, by the way.
That's good. Yeah, I do
I
know
do it.
someone who can beat it. And Ben Dryden, if you're watching, I expect you to get on and perform it.
Do you want to hear? Do you want to hear a scouse horn?
Always, yeah.
Big up all the
Okay.
Liverpudlians locked in.
Yeah.
They've just left.
Bye.
Sarah just did it and realised we can't hear her. No, but we can do a link. Do it on, you know. we've got 10 minutes. You want the
Sarah
link,
just
Sarah?
did it. Sorry, Sarah just did it, and she didn't realise that we can't hear her.
I know, I just read that out.
Oh,
So
mate.
I'm just looking at the schedule. So Owen's not here this week. Is that right?
No, he's gonna be here next week instead.
Okay, so we've just had Jamie, and then Nicole is coming on at 9:30. Is that still a go?
Nicole was trying to get some kids to bed, which I can
Yeah.
really relate to.
She's
so
Yeah.
we're playing that by ear.
Some
But
They
kiddos.
don't need to go to
Maybe-
sleep. What a
That's
cop
cool.
out.
So we're waiting for Utter Chaos, basically, is what's going on.
Utter chaos.
Oh, they're on at
Hopefully
quarter
there
two.
That's cool.
That's all right.
We got plenty we can do until then. I mean, we could just let Chaos reign and put the link in the comments again.
Anyone
Just let
want to
people
jump
come and join us.
in?
Do it. Shout out to Oliver Ramsey tuned
Oh,
in.
for sure,
Bender, how you doing?
We could do impersonations,
hairy hobo.
impressions. Anyone do it? Come on, guys. We all must
Oh,
have some
accents.
little accents or impressions. Let's have a little accent off.
Who can do an accent? Come in.
I've got loads of accents.
Oh, what?
I've got
How
loads
did
of
I?
accents.
do an Irish one, but I'm not sure.
That's not
We're just
bad.
going to
Are you
alienate
Northern
so
Ireland?
many people doing that.
Get your Steve
Charlie.
Dean out.
Hey, still on big way. I thought you had face fuck seat. Why you here? I can't handle that shit. That's Steve Deneen.
That wasn't Scottish.
That's
That was
Steve Deneen at Parrot at 3 o'clock in the morning. Charlie, do your what's it, Norfolk thingy? What's the one you do? Filter on.
Up north, but if you sort of impersonated a up north man, you sort of incorporated Alan Partridge into it. And you're talking about Norwich city centre and the pedestrianisation of pedestrianisation of Norwich city centre. Lovely
The
stuff.
first
That's a
day, if
lovely
anyone
group.
knows what we're talking about, there's a filter on Facebook Messenger that makes your face go all like this. And one day we were having a really serious meeting backstage, and everyone put that filter on. Somebody put it on, and then we all ended up putting it on. And then Charlie went into this script of, well, lads, there's one thing that I'm not happy about, and that's the pedestrianisation of Norwich city centre. And I just lost my shit for about 3 days.
I don't know if I'm honest with you, but Norwich city centre is brilliant. I love it. The pedestrianisation is top notch, actually, if I'm honest with you.
That's so good.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Do you know what? I really enjoyed having the Record Street Boys on night before last.
Oh yeah,
Because
they're so good.
just their sort of northern things.
Lingo.
The little colloquialisms. Big word.
Nice word. Nice word.
Let's
just do it,
have a
right?
go wasn't a thing, was it? He said, let's have a do. Enjoyed that. Yeah. And
Let's have a
instead of
do.
hello, it was all, how do? Sharpie looks like the old boy from Gogglebox with it on, Leon. Yeah, rest in peace, Leon.
Who's Leon?
On Gogglebox, there was an old couple on it, and Leon.
The ones whose wallpaper matched their sofa.
No, they're still very much in there, but it was another couple. But yeah, he passed away. bless him.
On the sofa.
Who's that then?
Oh, they were-
Oh, I know who you mean. Yeah. Yeah. What, he's brown bread?
Yeah.
That
rest
is
in
not
peace.
a very delicate way of putting it.
No, Sam's got.
Is
Sam's
he
got
brown
tact.
bread? Oh,
I did follow it up with rest in peace.
Oh, thank God.
Zoe Mann's got a dash, but she'll definitely log in another time. Been amazing. Her face hurts from smiling. Peace out. Keep it real. Keep it
My
gangster.
face.
Where are
Aw.
you dashing
we
to?
do
You're
round
not off
here.
to Soho,
My-
are you? Come on.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm just so glad about that. In 3 years' time or whenever, I can watch back at all of this tomfoolery and just go back to like a really happy point in my life because this
Yeah.
is,
Speaking of happy
I've
points in
not
my life.
laughed so much for a long,
Aw.
long time.
Oliver Ramsey's just asked me to put my clown outfit on. I did have a bit of a notorious clown outfit, I'm afraid.
What?
Irish.
What? Sharpie, what?
Yeah.
You can't just skim
Brian.
past that.
Brian, get it out.
It was a Halloween party, and I found this incredible like clown onesie with the ruffle and everything. It was great, but yeah, it died. I wore it too often.
Brown bread.
Any fancy dress party, I was a clown. Yeah, won me first prize at the fancy dress competition at the spinning wheel one Halloween.
Oh, well
So-
done.
I was
Took a
Herald
couple of
Express Baby of
carveries
the
away
Year
for that one.
in 1992. What are you saying about
Sorry.
Right.
Hold on.
It's a virtual power exclusive.
You were a what?
Wait,
that? I was the Herald Express Baby of the Year
were you
in
actually?
1992.
Yeah.
Do you want to see the
Yeah.
picture?
Yep. How
Yeah.
big was the pool of children?
It's
I was-
right.
Nobody just finds a clown costume. Steve, I was looking for one. It was Halloween. I didn't just
I'm
go.
a- I'm a find the
I'll roll that
picture.
tonight."
Isn't it mental that you can go on your photos now and type in what you're looking for and it will show you?
What? What?
You can go like so. Hang on. Oh god, I've got a watch party going. I've still got street dancing going on. Leave for now. Leave for now. Right, you can go on your photos on an iPhone now, right? And you can type in what you're looking for. So if I type in baby,
What if
Don't
I
even wanna
type
make a
in me
comment on
dressed
that.
as a clown? It's not going to come up, is it?
honestly, if you type in like I do some
do they
climbing,
know?
Charlie does climbing as well. If I type in climbing, it will show me climbing pictures.
Is that only if you've tagged it as me?
No,
climbing?
no. I've never tagged any of these. Well, I've just
Right.
typed in climbing, and
I'm
there's
not having
look,
this.
boom, me climbing. That is
How does it
mental, isn't
know?
it? Because
What?
they
Photos
like
or- right,
they
I'm not having
programmatically using AI scan all of your photos, and they tag them for you,
That's terrifying.
isn't it?
What?
But it's also
So
really
have I got-
handy, which
have
is
I got the-
essentially capitalism in a nutshell, isn't it?
I've just,
it's convenient but terrifying.
just got to go do some Google deleting. I'm back in a minute.
Yeah.
I typed in baby. and
I
it
typed in
seems to be-
beach.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
there you
gotta
go. Everyone get your iPhones out and test how much they're...
What?
Here we go.
No way.
Right. Harold Express Baby of the Year 1991. What are you saying?
Oh my god,
Look
it's
at
so
you.
Yeah, best believe. Emily, do you want your kids to look like that?
That
Oh,
is
yeah.
awful,
move.
disgraceful clown costume.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
You're a monster.
We know how to fill time.
Do some more.
Yeah.
Do some more voices. You did
I can do. Have
Stewie
you ever
then.
seen? Have you ever seen Bugs Life?
Yes.
Can you
Bugs-
remember this one? Can you remember
yeah.
this one? I'm a beautiful butterfly.
That was so good.
Wow.
I can't do anything.
Butler's calling me out. Baby
You're
of the
too
Year
creepy,
game 1991. So, if for anyone that doesn't know, anytime Butler comes on here with some ridiculous claim like, "Oh, I used to have a pet gorilla," and all these other ridiculous claims that he makes, they've all been kind of wrapped up into the hashtag. What are we calling it? Bamillagate 2020.
Bamillagate.
Butler's calling me out. I'm gonna have to find the Herald Express article. My mum will definitely have the copy of that Herald Express. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna bring it on the stream.
I've just seen backstage and it's just amazing.
Oh wow!
You, sir, are a legend.
I wonder if they're ready or they're still prepping.
Should we just check? The,
That's a certified thumbs up right there.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Said no,
So-
Sorry,
Mm,
I'm paying attention to people telling me that I've made them cry.
Who ordered
Great
the poo
news.
platter?
But Amy doesn't know what it means to be Baby of the Year, Herald Express Baby of the Year. Well, basically, Amy, at that time, the Herald Express covered a grand total of about 8 square miles. And of the people that lived in that could be bothered to send a picture of their kid in, I was apparently the cutest one. So me of about 4 people, I guess.
That's
But
so.
it's a title that I've never let go of.
And
No, no,
rightly so. Never should
Yeah,
you.
exactly,
That would be
mate.
up on my bedroom wall, wherever my bedroom shall be.
Yeah, exactly. Right, ladies and gentlemen, our returning heroes, our returning
OG.
people's favourite. Yeah.
They've got a different backdrop and props and all sorts this week.
Yeah. I mean, it's been an absolute surprise every week with basically they've come on and they've told us they're going to do one thing and it's been a completely different thing every
Yeah.
time. But I mean, I suppose they're still called Utter Chaos, but at the moment they look like they're called
what were
Magic
they
and
called?
Jazz.
One of them was Utter Chaos. I think Chris was Utter Chaos and Ollie was
Oh.
something else. He'll tell us in a minute.
The vegan divas.
Yeah.
They were like, we have
Order.
to go on late.
Utter chaos. There's more
Oh,
to
that's so
Ireland
good.
than this. It's another partridge. Sorry.
We'll just recycle it. Mind you, me and Sharpie only ever rinsed David Brent for all he's worth. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise. These guys.
It's a virtual pub exclusive.
Right, I'm going to full screen you so that everyone can see what the hell's going on. And I still don't know what the hell's going
You
on.
can
What?
see it, you won't understand it.
What bird is that?
Can we just
I didn't
double
feel
check that we've
refreshed.
got audio from you?
Hello, check. One,
Yeah, we
two.
have. Right,
Yeah.
let's do it that way round. We're going to go straight into you guys and we'll have a natter afterwards because I'm confident that whatever you've got for us is going to be an absolute mind blower. So let's hand over to you guys. Let's make some noise.
I like the face, guys. I like the face.
Sup?
It's virtual pub exclusive from myself. Just me, myself and I. Virtual pub is a new kind of dub. Say, virtual pub is a new kind of dub. Virtual pub is a new kind of dub. Say, virtual pub is a new kind of dub. We need to get together. It's either now or never. Tough times are mine, but with them, I'm on my feeling better. This ain't a love song, but an appreciation. Thank you to all of the dudes and girls for this invitation. We're gonna make the music make the sound that's true. We'll still be rhyming with the timing and drinking a brew. This ain't a lockdown, but a soul search, a chance to rid your mind of the toxic and the dirt. Virtual pub is a new kind of dub set. Virtual pub is a new kind of dub set. Yo! Right, special guest, guys. Bringing it down for you all. It's my good pal. Goes by the name of Soku.
Make some room, 'cause here comes a sake, larger than life with a jip and chikaki, bringing the rhythm, rocking the set. Your cat might fall over, so prepare your vet. I'm here to please, I'm protecting the bees. No meat, no cheese, I tell vegan no please. I squeeze your knees, 'cause they got a disease. I like the world green like the Partington peas. The virtual pub, give me testes a scrub. I be rubbing the dubber, I just watch the film flubber. I'm a passionate lover, I like wearing a glover. My style is rotten, soul wiggle your bottom. Shout out to Sam Squire and Charlie Apsley, Emmy and Sharpie and George and Fordy. Take it down low, Model Village will go. I'll take you downtown if we want a knockdown. Bad boys! Lockdown! Uncleansed chakras! Lockdown! Unbalanced scorers! Knocks down! The Palace Hotel!
Well, meine kleine Kinder, didn't you do well? You blinking did. 10 crystals, 50 seconds of time inside the crystal dome. That gives you a very, very good chance of getting the numero uno prizes. Now, if you get over 100 gold tokens through that little letterbox there, in there, you walk away with the numero uno prizes. How are they doing? Well, they've got plenty of time. They've got more time than a lot of people have had at this. Done very well. They've got 10 crystals, 50 seconds of time. The time's ticking away. In they go. Sometimes they get one person to post. "20 seconds left. 15. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Okay, bring yourselves out. I think you've done extremely well. 128 goals! Yay! You got the super numero uno prizes. All right, what is that?
I
literally can't even.
Oh my god. I mean, there was an obvious nod to Shaggy.
Oh,
Guys, the effort that you guys are putting into this. Oh my
and I'm
god.
sad.
just
That's my golden buzzer moment.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love the crystal maze as well.
That was I don't even know.
Are you boys steaming?
Say
You can't even
On
stand
the
up now.
floor still.
Guys,
I'm fine.
You're not helping people keep a grip on reality, that's for sure.
if
it was
anything,
like it descended into one of those kind of weird YouTube rabbit holes that I often find myself going down.
Yeah, Rosie just said, I'm taking some
Can we
mushrooms.
give a shout out to Taylor, who was on shavings and crystal juicing in the
I noticed there was a third person happening with the crystals and.
Go on, Gal.
Incredible effort.
We can point it down here though.
You've stepped up the production team. There's 3 of you now.
If you saw the setup in this room, you would be like, "What the hell is going on?"
I mean, I'm already like, what the hell is going on, to be honest, Chris?
Chris, it's a sure thing. It's a sure thing to say that you certainly have a job as a voiceover for Shaggy at any point. That was really like incredible.
What was it? What was that place that used to be Green Ginger? What was it called before that? I want to.
Bed Bar.
No,
I
Green.
won the karaoke competition there once as Shaggy.
I'm really
I
surprised.
actually sent the tape off to Stars in their Eyes back in the day.
Come on, guys. What was it called? Someone in the
Good
comments.
night, Matthew. I'm gonna be.
What was it called?
Barmed.
Stars in Their Eyes is a
Oh,
TV
man,
show
well
that
done.
used to be on before This Pub's Got Talent got launched, for anyone that's wondering.
I'm literally. I've not laughed that hard.
Just
since
the little details, like
since I was a little girl.
Throwing
Incredible.
the Crystal Maze token pot out the way so you could carry on performing.
that
was-
bit got me.
Oh,
Was it the
man.
best one yet? That's what we need to know. Have we got the best one that we did? Is this the best?
Yeah, it just keeps getting better. I don't know how you're gonna.
I mean, you blew my mind more than ever. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I think by now, this is what, 3 weeks in with you guys, and we're sort of now expecting you to do something mental, but that was...
Crazy.
It was just going to be a reggae song, and then I was like, "Oh, let's add the Crystal Maze at the end." And then as I was editing
Random.
the Maze, I found Seinfeld.
I'd love to be privy to you guys, like, board meetings.
Yeah.
After last week, after the metal song, Chris was like, "I'm going to do like a whole trailer, like a movie of the sock puppet."
Please do.
Yeah,
Please
I'm so
do.
pleased your
I
mind
think-
works the way it does.
At the very least, we need to cut together all 3 of you guys' performances and put it out as a video, because
I
it's...
think in like 9 weeks we're going to have a 12-track album, mate. We're going to.
Yeah. Oh my god, and then release it.
a hella confusing, genre-defining album.
Whilst-
The every genre album.
Whilst that was going off, in my mind, I was like, so when we finally do like our virtual pub type festival, actually with people and in a cool field with sound, I'm just imagining us setting up like a table with these guys doing this act. And then I thought, imagine
the rest of the
like,
tents being empty.
There's going to be loads of people like watching that, laughing their heads off because they are au fait with it. But then there's people going to be walking in going, what the actual F is going on right now, and why is everyone loving it so much?
Yeah.
It's
I mean, is that gonna work live?
just
Would it work live?
gold.
do you think? Would someone throw?
Oh, it will.
Yeah.
I think it would work better live.
It would look better.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just
accept
so funny. If it could get
So
better, I
good.
don't think it could. I
We'll
mean,
do
It's got to the point. It's got to the point now where we just don't trust a word you say. When you were saying,
Yeah.
"Oh, we're doing a Chaz and Dave type thing,"
I also thought that we were going to
you're
cover
not.
Pink Don't Let Me Get Me as well.
have you? Can we get another one from you? Can we get one of
Yeah.
your old
What,
ones?
what are
as
you
well?
gonna do next week? Mashup.
Well, we're probably going to do. I don't know what we're going to do next week. No matter what we say, it's not going to be what it is, really. Is
I
it?
was going to say, well, come on, lie to me again.
Boys, where do you see yourselves in 2 years' time?
Royal variety.
Consistent, right? The first time we said we were going to do metal, and then we said we were going to do reggae.
Wait, you said about doing like.
That really tickled me. Sorry. That was... that was like legit
Do a
corpsing.
RuPaul's Drag Race theme.
In 2 years' time.
That got you.
I love that we got named in the song this time as well, individually. That was lovely.
Yeah, you all got a shout out. I said Josh was here, so he missed out on it.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, the line where I said I just watched the film Flubber was factual. I just did.
Oh, wow, current affairs.
At least he's honest in his lyrics.
There you go.
They're all real. Every bit of it's real.
Where do you see yourself in 2 years' time? That's really tickled me.
I'm getting numerous messages into my phone now, not on the feed or anything, just text to me saying, well, just to read the latest one out. Wow.
Just
Wow.
Honestly, I'm laughing so hard that my hat. I need to take my hat off, but I can't because I've got an awful haircut and I'm so hot. But I'm honestly laughing so
Charlie,
hard.
I'm
I'm
covered in
sweating.
sawdust. You can take your hat off. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
I was like,
Sing it
I
fine.
think I just about managed to compose myself.
are you okay?
Fantastic.
Time
Harry.
out.
That really tickled me.
That was
I liked
very good.
one bit that I realised how much effort and production you guys have put into it was when the tune dropped into the next kind of phase of the tune, the next section, and you didn't drop a beat, because when you changed into the next bit, the tune changed as well, and it made me realise, like, this isn't just a loop that's happening in the background, it's a full track that you guys have made, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
God, you guys must be bored.
When the crystal came down.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
It sort of was a bit. It was.
She was the crystal girl.
It was a little bit like Mighty Boosh-esque, and I was like, "Welcome to the mirror world." Have you seen that episode? Oh, there's over 19 mirrors in the mirror world.
Trivia.
13 mirrors, whatever it is.
The theme music to Going for Gold at the end, but I thought no one would know it under 40. So, yeah,
Just you have made. These talent shows just continue to fill my life with even more joy and positivity and just happiness, and I appreciate you.
I love it.
I appreciate you were born. I appreciate your commitment to your role. I appreciate the production, the directorship. I love you.
That's
sitting on the floor.
That BTS shot that reveals a lot. Oh, you guys.
Oh man.
Well, it's a good job we haven't got anyone on after you, because that just cannot be topped.
Look at them shining.
There we go.
Sorry.
Could you do like a romantic song?
I love ballad.
A ballad, yeah. You know, like.
Well, yeah. Last week we sort of pushed you into committing to doing reggae this week. So what can we expect next week?
I think we just let their crazy minds go.
I'm ready to do get the dungarees out.
Country song, maybe?
Country.
Yeah, there's a comment.
I mean, that's obviously a lie. It'll be some
Andrew.
German trance or something. But yeah, fine. Thanks for humouring us.
You never know.
Das ist unter COVID-19. Yeah, let's do that. I'm up for that. Can we do that one, please?
Or some swing.
Don't take suggestions from anyone else. You do your thing. You're
Yeah,
smashing
you
it.
do you guys. You
I
clearly
would-
know
Yeah.
what you're doing.
Don't go changing, babe.
Personally, I want to see a clay modelling wheel with like a ghost-esque type feel, with like some real love, like you know what I'm getting at. I want to see a parody. I want to see some love parodies.
You're Patrick, so you know
What's Sweezy?
I've got the feminine figure, mate.
Yeah,
I'm dainty.
I'm not. Chris has certainly got more hair.
What's that?
I said Chris has certainly got more hair, so I think you should be behind the person sitting at the potting wheel. You should be Swayze. Let's go with that. Let's do that. Let's get clayed up and have some
I mean,
love.
my mum does speak to the dead for a living, so I'm the closest to a ghost.
Fair
The
enough.
shot of the two of you sat there covered in sawdust,
Yes.
sipping a drink, just looks like something out of like The Hangover or something.
Yeah, it does.
We did it again.
That could be your album cover, just that.
Is that a pistachio nut?
Boom.
There you go. That's the thumbnail for the video right
There you
there.
go.
Oh dear.
We got it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time in the comments. Let's make some noise. You guys, it was incredible yet again. You've managed to top it, which is
If you loved
totally
it,
unexpected.
Thanks for continually having us on.
So good. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for the effort, guys. You're
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
See you next week, everyone.
Legends.
See you next
yeah,
week.
legend. See you next week. Good lad.
Where do you see yourself in 2 years' time? Honestly.
So good.
I had to take a break. I took myself out the string because I was legit just corpsing. I couldn't.
You like fell to the floor like.
It really tickled me. Obviously, the act was incredible, but I think those sort of interview questions is what I'm in this business for.
It's business.
It's not a business. There's no money in it.
If you're not laughing at home, I'm not fussed because I'm laughing. I've never laughed so hard. I really just can't.
My cheeks are.
Oh, I'm really warm. So who have we
No.
got? Who have we got lined up next, darling? Have we got a sax and a guitarist coming in soon? Please tell me we do. The sax
That-
guy.
That
I
was
think we're done.
the end.
I think that was the headline.
That was it. We had a
Oh,
couple. We had a couple
thank
of people who've had to
God.
postpone until next week. I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
One reason or the other.
Who
Go
had to
and
be
rest.
moved.
You could have used your golden buzzer then, Charlie, and you didn't use it because you thought we had somebody else
Yeah.
coming in.
Nah.
It's a virtual pub exclusive.
My hair, by the way.
Let's
Top
have a look at
form.
the sides.
No, all right. That's one
You haven't
side.
done anything about it then.
No.
Just rocking it.
I'll tell you how it started, shall I? Shall I tell you how this
Tell
started?
us.
Okay, sit down. Grab yourself an Ovaltine. This may take a while. No, it won't. It'll take 2
Go
seconds.
for it.
No, Ovaltine, darling.
What? I don't know what that is.
Ovaltine is
A cup of tea?
No, it's a hot chocolate type beverage that tastes of sick. But everyone used to drink it
Ew.
to go to sleep with. Anyway,
It's malt based, isn't it?
I like chamomile.
No one cares.
Horlicks type thing. Isn't it?
Basically, I
Carry on.
gave a set of clippers to my partner because I was like, I just want to sort the sides
Yes.
out. I want to stop the hair from going over the ears. And she took the cutters.
Your
the
missus
cutters.
is pieing you in the comments.
She's fine. She's fine.
Boy.
It's all right. I handed her bare clippers with no grading on it, and she didn't even look at it and just went. She just did her own thing, and basically
She looked at it. She looked at it all right. She knew
she
exactly what she was doing.
Yeah.
She did it on purpose.
Let me say, I was Norfolk's maddest man.
Big up Justine for giving us loads of content to talk about with
Yeah,
Charlie's haircut. That's what she did it for. She did it for the channel, man. She did it so that we've got content
For
to
the
talk about.
love.
Yeah.
For the love.
Did I just see? Yeah, Butler's asking Jamie versus Alex Love. Is that legit happening next week? Yes, it is. We agreed it
Yeah.
on stream. That's legally
Yeah.
binding.
100%.
We know how we do things around here. We just we book people live on the stream.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And if anyone else wants to be on it next week, there's some slots available.
Yeah, hit us up.
Well, it's worth doing this one more time just before we cockpiss partridge. Just before we end the stream tonight. If anyone wants to come on and share the lols, either for any of the acts or Charlie's joke, that's still it's just right there and it's about to bubble over again. If anyone's got any input on the conversation, by all means come and join us. If not, we're just going to start wrapping things up. So might as well jump on and have a natter.
We haven't done your favourite meal deal yet.
I'm happy to continue
My
the
meal
banter
deal.
because it is top form.
Meal deal of choice.
Oh yeah.
What's your meal deal, Ems?
Okay, so
I love it. Everyone's always got it cocked and loaded. It's like they've been prepped for the question.
I'm glad you asked.
So I've not had a meal deal at all this year, but I turned vegan in January. So before that, Queen, before I was vegan, I was pescatarian, and my go-to meal deal was tuna and sweet corn sandwich.
Nice.
The beef hula hoops.
Yeah.
And then a smoothie or coconut water.
See, I try and make what would be the collective sum the most, but before the meal deal discount. So like if you do like the proper smoothie, and then you do
like the naked one or something.
That's
like
you go for a chicken triple sandwich that's £3. So you're essentially getting crisps and a drink for free.
Yeah, £7.49 down to £3.50 or £3 wherever you're shopping.
Is that what you're in it for? Is the discount?
Yeah,
Not
like
the sandwich I'd buy. Just get your money's worth.
No, it's not just the discount. I obviously I'm limited, so there's fewer options for me in the vegan world. But
Marks and Spencers.
Yeah.
Around Christmas.
Yeah.
The vegan version of the one that's come up so many times on the show. You know the turkey and cranberry and stuffing and stuff. The vegan version of that from M&S. What a snack! What a snack!
What a snack!
What a snack!
Need that one, Sharpie.
Yeah, I do.
Right, I just got a quick bit of admin to do. BRB.
Oh, not on the screen then. Brilliant.
Oh dear, what a show, Ems.
The chaser.
Back on Grinder, I think.
So
I have not laughed that hard for a long time.
yeah, no, it's good. Oh, I loved it. The dinosaur.
Yeah.
So clever. Oh, the
The
shirt is so
The
annoying.
dinosaur, the everything. Do you know, I was trying to sort my shirt out, and in the camera I was looking, oh, it's this side, but I was putting the wrong side because the camera's inverted.
Oh, trying to
Thank
get it
you.
even.
Yeah,
Why
it's
do
like
you
the
keep doing
wrong
that? You
way.
find,
Like this
you're
is
showing a
right.
bit too much shoulder one side.
Yeah, it keeps falling down, so I keep putting it up.
Lorena Wyatt, thank you so much. We agree. This is
That's
a
my
brilliant show.
nan. Hi, nan.
Big up, Nan.
She is so skilled.
Jamie, Sainsbury's vegan sandwiches are legit
sandwich.
the best. I always
They're
really,
vegan.
I have disgruntled with Sainsbury's and their lack of vegan options when it comes to meal deals. I don't go to them anymore unless all of a sudden they've changed their game. But
Go
up
on,
until apparently this comment, they have been lagging. They have been
Yeah,
well behind.
that's why I
in the
haven't had one
vegan-
this year.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll just get hummus and a bag of carrot sticks, and I'm good.
6 years ago, I was all about the Sainsbury's. They do the the really irresistible range with the prawns, because I used to not be vegan. Obviously, I wasn't born this way. But 5 years ago, I changed, and I've never been to Sainsbury's since, out of just sheer anger and frustration.
Jack James, two questions. Do you mean M&S? And have you been
M&D.
drinking?
Pine nut and spinach salad. Oh, that
I've not been
the
drinking.
pine nut and spinach is if
No,
that's
not
if
you.
like the pasta salad. Is that what he means, or is that somewhere else?
M&D pine nut and spinach salad. M&D
Cashback.
M&S.
Pine nut.
Cashback.
D's right next to the S, isn't it?
The
Right.
partridge quotes are
S.
coming through.
Go through.
Just the part. I can everything
Do you know
Jack
what
James
else
has
is
put
through?
through has got an element of
This guy.
Hey.
partridge.
Kyle.
Hey.
Oi.
Have you ever
Hello,
laughed so
Ian.
hard? Have you ever laughed so hard in your life before?
How are your
I
cheeks?
Actually, I had to go and change my trousers. I think I pissed myself a bit too much.
Yeah.
Done.
It was insane. Absolutely insane.
I don't wear trousers and pants anymore on these talent
yeah,
shows
yeah,
because I
sorry.
laugh too much. So it's just easier to get a mop out.
I've never laughed so much in my life. Oh god, I've got to do my dance.
Oh, we're not doing this again.
I think, like, if my neighbours were listening, I don't know what they would have thought I was happening in my garden because I was just in hysterics.
Oh dear.
So
people
good.
Are just,
Absolutely
people are
brilliant.
just quoting
Partridge.
Partridge now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hotter than the sun.
Yeah. In this
Lynn.
pie is molten Bromley apple. Could go your way, could go my way. Either way, one of us is going down. Lynn, stand out the area of. Lynn, go stand outside the area of conflict. What do you mean, Alan? Go stand by the yak holes.
There's
My
no fog. The
favourite.
fog lights are on. There's no fog.
Yeah. She's hit the hazards again. Full
Dad.
beam.
Dad.
Dad. Alan, you
Dad.
can't. You can't.
Anyway.
Anyway. Oh.
Anyway,
How's your day been, Kyle?
wait.
Yeah,
He
been
was
good,
on
man.
about the pasta salad. Yes.
Pasta salad.
Hang on,
You're not
sorry,
talking
it's
about
a collective term for a single item.
you're not talking about a meal deal pasta salad, are you?
Well, are you?
If you're talking about meal deal pasta salad, no.
No,
We've
the one
already
in
done
M&S. Yeah, I know. I've only just seen the comment though. I'm a bit behind. Yeah.
We've got partridge batter. I'd be on my depth there. I'd love a bit of partridge, but
Sorry,
I can't
we've
quote
got
it like
two-
I can The Office.
We've
I'll
got
give
two
you Brent off
conversations.
any day.
We've got two conversations in one platform. I apologise for the lack of continuity in this show. Please continue.
Go.
What is a breathtakingly incredible conversation about meal deals? Go.
Back of the net.
Back
Oh,
of the
sorry.
net.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the pine. Yeah, I forgot what I was even talking
No,
about.
no, no. The pasta
that's my
salads.
fault,
It was a toss up between the pasta salads. Excuse the pun, and sandwiches.
Oh no, I do like a pasta salad, but they're not good for you though, are they?
I don't know. I don't know. Do you
The
find
ones
this?
in,
I've had.
so the cheesy one, like before I was vegan, like I would have a cheese layered pasta salad, like if I felt like it, and then someone whilst I was eating it, they were like, "You do realize how bad that is?" It's like, no, but I didn't really care. But I ate it anyway. But apparently,
good.
it's not very good to you. The salad pasta things.
I'm not.
That's
See,
what
the
someone
thing,
told me anyway. I'd
the
say it
thing,
anyway.
the thing with the pastas that I've always found from any of the supermarkets when they're made by them, they're always like they've got this real acidic taste to them afterwards.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, they're
flipping
really
hate
horrible.
it.
It's like it's weird. It's got like a bittery, acidic sort of peppery. It's
I'll
weird.
tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it is. It's like the taste of that remnants of sick in your mouth after you've been sick after not eating much.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah,
And
there
then
you go.
And then
Have
like
that one for your dinner.
all day long, you just have the same taste in your mouth. Even if you have a drink.
I'm sorry, I'm just reading these comments. Mary Poppins, what is that? That's Desert Storm League. Oh, it's one of my favourites. Which one of you lucky ladies is coming in here with me? Make way to the Boncat.
Are you getting out here, Alan, or are you going all the way with me?
That's where the Norwich City Centre comes in. It's like he's having
finger.
Pretty nip. But that's where the Norwich bit comes in. It's when he's gone upstairs with the lady who works with him at Pear Tree Productions, and he's got chocolate mousse. And then they're getting down to it. He's like, "Oh, do you mind if I talk?" Keeps the wolves from at bay. Keeps the wolves from the door. If you know what I mean. And then he starts going into like, "What do you think of Norwich City Centre's professionalisation?" This is like mid-flow. If you don't like Alan Partridge, I'm sorry. I'm not.
Sorry, this is not
I
content
don't care.
for you.
I'm continuing. But if you've not heard of Alan Partridge and you'd like some absolute comedy gold, please go and watch Steve Coogan on Netflix. It's all on there.
Charlie, just
Mr. Commission's back. There's got to be more to Ireland than this.
There's more to Ireland than death.
Charlie, how much have you been paid by Netflix to do that promo all
Yeah.
night? It's been a big package. You've mentioned it about 40 times tonight. They must have paid you $1,000 for that.
Maybe. Who knows? Let's
Charlie's
just
just profited in the background off of this platform that we made out of love for you lot.
Cheers.
Let's just say I'm not drinking a £3.50 bottle of white wine from Asda anymore.
I'm sure it was on the BBC, wasn't it?
Kyle, where do you see yourself in 2 years' time?
This is a much nicer bottle of wine. I'm 100% up for an Alan Partridge off if anyone wants to come in the show. And,
I think you've already won.
Yeah, no, you've done really well. We'll have a Brent off tomorrow night, Squid.
Nick Sharpie and I attempt to kind of like weave in Brent quotes without people noticing, not without people, but without the lads on the stream noticing. We try and do that as much as possible. And we've spoken about it off air, when it's nice to kind of like weave them in, and then kind of people and then Jack notices in the comments, and it's like this little cult that we're involved with. Oh, for God's sake, if we're gonna get shut down for one thing tonight, it's ripping off Partridge.
I'm having the best night of my life. I've had great entertainment. I've never laughed so hard in my life, and just now I'm ending it with Partridge quotes. Classic Queen.
Dismantles my core.
Smell my cheese, you mother.
I loved it when Caroline was like, "Wait, you've got to imagine I'm a T-Rex with little arms."
Yeah.
Oh, honestly. I loved it.
All right, yeah, sure, okay.
She was fantastic.
Okay, I've got that in my mind.
Honestly,
Carl, that was. It was the lead up to what because there was a lady there with an accordion which had fire on it, and then she couldn't get the buttons to work at the beginning, and then it sort of led into this like monologue of like this Tyrannosaurus Rex, and then the cats as well, and I was just like, this woman is an absolute angel, and I don't mean this in a patronising or condescending way. I honestly, she was an absolute hero. I love nothing more than watching creatives do their thing, and she was insane. She was so good.
I could imagine her with a 2 meter radius with a cat.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't come near me. I'm
She said I tried to get my cat involved with tonight's act. I just couldn't even.
But we're isolated. We're isolated against each other.
She was fantastic.
I've just
Brilliant.
So funny.
I've just had a text from Leon
I was
saying,
just there like that again.
"Butter my ass."
Butter my ass.
They're coming in via text now.
It's a nice thick piece of Thin Lizzy.
Big up all the people watching naked after just getting out of the bath, by the way.
Who just got out of the bath?
I can't tell you, but people are watching us naked after just
Oh,
getting out of the bath.
yay!
I've
Well
got
done.
blood.
More bang. Blood dribbles down. We're on a submarine.
Is that a puppet show about to come on?
Courtney.
Let's just do. Let's go back to some serious show talk. You know, let's just
Okay.
do a quick summary of the acts we've had on tonight, so people can go out and search and find them. Please, let's do it.
Good idea.
Okay, so first we had Shannon, the street dancer, from Demolition Dance Troupe in Paynton. Stunning. If you want to join that troupe when this is over, head to that link way at the beginning. You can join if you're 3 years old or if you're 93 years old.
The butler's son wants to join.
If you're
Yeah, my nephew.
Lennon wants to have a go.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw that.
my nephew, he's 7. He goes to it, and yeah,
Nice.
they do like where they go on the floor. I don't know how to do
Break
it.
dancing.
Break dancing, yeah. So the boys kind of do all that as well, and as well as all the popping, like pop lock. It's
See,
all
I-
kind of like that.
I
Link
tried
in the
it.
comments, by the way, if you want to follow Demolition Dance Troupe. It's right there.
Yeah.
There it is.
And then coming up, following closely behind, or after, sorry, Demolition Dance.
Yeah, with
True.
Caroline,
Mm.
who wrote a song this week on Monday. Was it Monday or Tuesday?
It doesn't
About it doesn't. Thanks, Charlie.
Sorry, I've had an Alan Partridge like couple of minutes, so I'm like, I'm in now. I'm in.
She's like a people's favourite.
She was absolutely
Yeah,
fantastic.
the dinosaur, small arms, accordion player, so good. We booked her for
A
her
dinosaur,
show.
short-armed accordion player.
Yeah, she killed it.
She
killed
was
it.
fantastic.
She has a cat as well.
Did you ever think you were going to see that tonight?
No.
I didn't think
Who
I.
knew?
A lot of things I didn't expect to see tonight.
So many
Oh,
things.
I want to see some flame emojis for Charlie tonight. Charlie's made me cry with laughter multiple times tonight. If you've enjoyed Charlie's banter tonight, let's see some flame emojis in
well
the comments.
done, Charlie.
Charlie's
Oi, oi.
actually been on fire. I've literally cried with laughter 3 times now from just passing comments to Charlie.
Oh, Charlie.
Oh, there you go,
David.
straight in. Justine,
Justine,
that's the only ones you're
Oh,
getting.
definitely.
I'm putting some in
I'm
myself.
Oh, funny.
And then we
Thank
had
you,
Jamie.
Have we got a link to Jamie's Instagram we can put up?
So, funny that you say that. Jamie's Instagram is right here. Jamie's Instagram is at EUP.
Hang on, start again.
So
He
at
cannot spell Jamie, can he?
so at EUPHEX.
What? That's a tidy Instagram handle. Jamie Smith. There he is. Wow, go on, son.
UFX.
Right, it's coming in your comments right now.
There you go.
I just
Follow him.
He was sick.
boom.
On Instagram, not round town.
Jamie, you were insane, bruv.
Where were you tuning in from, Jamie? I didn't ask you that.
Yeah, we didn't ask
I'm
enough
interested
questions.
to know.
Butler might know, right?
Yeah, let's see who gets there first, Jamie or Butler, with the answer. Where are you from?
Jamie or Butler.
What's your name? Where are you from?
Tenor, it'll be Butler.
Yeah, I take that bet.
20.
Oh, big up Amy locked in. OG.
Yay. Amy.
Yay.
Oh, look at all the
There
fire. Thanks for your support. Appreciate
There's
it.
loads of fire coming in for you.
Canterbury, Butler for the win. Canterbury. Nice.
Canterbury.
Fire. Canterbury. Oh, nice.
And then after the incredible Jamie, we finished with what can only be described as random brilliance and a great Shaggy impersonation.
Yeah, it was like a reggae, Shaggy kind of Crystal Maze puppet show.
You know, that genre.
It was cute. Yeah. Honestly, amazing. So talentedly smart, you know.
I
What's the word?
literally
I've had
think
too much
people would
wine.
tune in. People would tune in if they were just like watching the BBC and they had their own program. It's insane.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be hosting it. That's for sure. I'd be. glued
It's
to the screen.
insane.
I'll be watching it.
Apparently, Jamie's from Margate. Butler got there first, but he was wrong.
Margate. Wait, isn't that a different place?
Well, it's
A different place to what?
That's what you mean.
It's a different place to talk, eh?
It's a
Margate.
Canterbury.
Is that a different place?
Yeah.
It depends where you are, but yes.
Leah Joe Stevenson.
Different is relative.
It is a strange time. I apologise that it's confusing. If you'd tuned in 15 minutes ago, you would have the exact same outlook on the show. Had you tuned in from the beginning, you would have a bit of clarity on what it is that's going on. So I implore you to go to the beginning, start from scratch,
watch
and
it
see all
all
the
again
amazing
tomorrow.
talent.
Big up Leah though, locked
That's quite
in.
right, Carl.
That's an OG right there. That's a Bados legend right there, Leah Joe Stevenson.
Yeah, absolutely.
Queen.
She is. She absolutely is.
But yeah, to get any of the context of what we're talking about right now, which is just descended into just
It's
us
not worth
basically
trying to start explaining it, is it?
exactly. Check
Yeah.
out the Facebook feed tomorrow on the videos. That you'll be able to see the show. And I'm pretty keen to do this compilation of Chris and Ollie's 3 performances so far and put that out as a video tomorrow because I reckon we'll be able to go viral off of their successes.
Yeah.
Yes,
100%.
I agree.
Can I ask I was thinking a minute ago, I was like, I feel like the nation is missing out on some absolute historical gold because this for me is just memories that will be there forever.
Charlie's having an absolute moment today.
I'm
so cute.
I am absolutely in love with what's going on this platform. Like more than anything, it's just making.
It is mad to think that, like, when in 10 years' time, when people go, "Oh, how did you spend your lockdown when the COVID thing happened?" we can go, we'll go and look, mate. It's in HD on the Facebook page.
I've got a video bloody diary of it, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Aww. It's cute though, isn't it?
But ultimately, that this whole experience would have been a lot less fun and enjoyable if we'd have kept it as our private kind of Facebook group that it started off with.
Yeah.
So obviously big up all the listeners or viewers and listeners, and obviously people like Ems and everyone that's kind of been involved with it, because what Charlie's kind of touching on there is like, we're going to look back at this time and be like, that was amazing. Like, obviously we're always keen to we're always careful not to kind of undermine that this is obviously it's a tragic time for some people. There's loads of crazy stuff happening, but I mean, in the background, when people are locked up in their houses doing what they're supposed to be doing, and we're here doing this, I'm really proud that we get to look back at this and just be like, that's what we did during lockdown, and look at all the mad stuff that's happening. So big you lot up. We're killing it.
It's one of those.
Definitely.
When you go back to like the real pubs and stuff, and you like people always
Probably won't bother,
they have stories. Like the virtual pub is literally just going to be everyone's story. What did you do during lockdown? Well,
I'll be in there in my hoodie, just like right. Google this.
Take a long time.
Merch is on its way, by the way. For anyone that's ordered, I'm sorry about the delay, but the merch is on its way.
Where is it?
It's happening.
Where is it?
It's in there, but it's gone tragically wrong. So it's being reprinted.
Steve's just had a new Tinder match, and he's going to get them to watch the virtual pub.
Yes, go on, Steve. That's why you've got that badge now.
I'd say you'd have that in the bag, mate. That would be.
Do you need a delivery driver
for the virtual pub?
Yeah, delivery driver. I'll drop it all off.
Oh, in terms of merch, okay.
Well, I'm not driving.
Oh my god, it could be the Amazon of.
I'm not driving to Brighton for Simone's, but
I was going to say.
Big up Simone.
Yeah, big up Simone.
There might be a slight delivery cost on that one.
Big up Rosie. VP has been my saviour. That's us. VP means virtual pub. That's me and my mates going on the internet and getting drunk and having a good time. And that's what this is. It's great
just
fun.
like to clarify, we don't condone drinking, and we only promote responsible drinking or not drinking.
Is this responsible?
I'm not. I've literally had a single glass.
Yay!
Is that just tonight?
That's just poor housekeeping.
I'm just showing off.
Is it responsible when you wake up in the morning and you have a coffee and you actually get pissed from actually having a coffee?
Really? I thought that was like
you just got good coffee.
I'll tell you.
That might be the
that coffee's whiskey, mate.
Yeah. That's an Irish coffee, my friend.
What you're doing there is boiling whiskey.
Simone's calling you out now, Kyle.
Oh, Kyle, you want to watch yourself? Simone's watching.
Watch yourself, son. We'll get one into you in Brighton, Simone. Don't you worry.
Jack James, yeah, right. Yellow label. That's not a £3.50 bottle of white wine from Asda, is it?
Nah, I don't want to know about my financial circumstances.
But remember, you can also buy wine from other places.
Yeah, other outlets.
That Rioja's on sale at the minute.
But let me tell you something.
It's literally always on sale.
Yes, damn.
Yeah. Asda,
Sorry.
I'm just going to put it out there. Just it's a bit of responsible consumer advice here.
He's taken another brand deal. He's got him with Asda now.
He's making so much money.
Asda. I mean,
Charlie,
if you would,
guys, let me just casually slip this in. Asda at the moment, Rioja, £4.99.
Whoa.
Paid a grand a time to say things like that.
Yeah, blown away by Lidl the other day. No, Asda £3.50.
That's why Mum shop at Asda. Every little helps.
No, but I mean, this bottle of wine is special. It's £3.50. It's white wine.
I'm sure that was Tesco's. That was Tesco's.
No, it's Asda, but it doubles up as really good, like paint thinners. You can use it as a vinaigrette on any salad. It's a really multi-use. It's like a multi-tool of wine. It's the Swiss Army knife of wine. You've heard it here first, guys.
Justine's just come in saying Netflix, so I don't know if that's another commission you've got to
Netflix
crowbar in.
Either that or she's demanding that Charlie leaves the stream and comes and joins him on the sofa. I meant her.
I'm starting to drink my cooking brandy.
Oh,
so cute.
Charlie, where do you
see? It's like vinegar.
Charlie, where do you see yourself in 2 years? As the brand ambassador?
On Netflix.
He's already there, Steve.
Glad you've said that.
Because it gives him a chance to slip another grand's worth of advertising in.
Well,
Think how much money you could be making.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you've got BBC talent.
BBC, there we go.
Yeah, BBC. Sarah Gosling, hero of BBC. She's already been. Do you know what? Sarah Gosling's actually been promoting a lot of our stuff on her BBC Radio Devon platform. And that's real talk. She's been
big up Sarah, because we got a message the other day, didn't we, about some of the highlights from this show. No, the Sunday night show. Kyle, what's going on, brother? We're trying to run a professional outfit here.
Just mute Kyle.
We're just going to drop Kyle up for a second while he builds himself a drink.
We sat on the toilet.
If that noise is what happens when Kyle sits on the toilet, he needs to have work with a doctor. He's shitting out glass.
That was so loud. But yeah.
Anyway, we were about to big up Sarah, and obviously by virtue of bigging up Sarah, we're bigging up JJ because he put us in touch with her. But yeah, Sarah's been playing out some of our mental health shows and stuff on BBC Radio Devon. That's cool, isn't it? We've got like a proper not open relationship with Sarah. That's not what I'm going to say.
Yeah. We've got a polygamous open relationship with Sarah Gosling off of the BBC.
Open conversation and working relationship is what I meant, and I amalgamated the two, and that's the melting pot, please.
Can we just acknowledge who's backstage now, waiting to come on for a natter?
Oi, come on then, let's have a natter. Chris Sands, everybody.
Hello. Utter chaos. Yeah.
Order chaos.
Utter chaos.
We've got all the sawdust off of us now, so we're just chilling out.
Chris, have you got a megaphone behind you?
I do, because I was using it for the NHS clap. It's got a siren on it.
I put a speaker outside and played "Heroes" by Bowie.
Can you Does your siren go or does it go?
It goes. It's a virtual pub exclusive.
Does it?
It's a virtual pub exclusive.
Doesn't do that, does it?
How are you, Chris? How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm slightly in a daze after all that, but I'm all good. Yeah. Good.
You must be knackered. The amount of effort that you're putting into this show.
I know. We do it. And I love the fact that there's 3 more weeks of lockdown now, which means we've got to do it 3 more times.
Did you get a little bit excited when they announced that today?
Be like, yes.
Did you go, oh no?
Oh God, what are we going to do?
You've got many a genre today.
I know, but yeah, I mean, it's just going to get more messy, isn't it?
I want a ghost-themed rendition.
You can't ask for things from these boys.
I think
I mean,
I just did.
Well, they'll ignore it. They don't even tell us the truth when they tell us what they're performing.
I want to see a beautiful Patrick Swayze hairy chest just pressed up against your good friend's back whilst he works on some
this
form
sounds
of.
like you want something to get off to.
Actually, thinking about it, fair comment. Fair comment.
Trying to complete Tinder on the stream. Look at that.
Sorry, I got distracted then by boobies.
Indiscriminately swiping right.
Unbelievable.
Ah.
Hey Sam, remember us?
I've got an idea for the
I remember you
Why
guys.
don't you do a speed dating night? Get all singles in the on the
Completed
chat
it.
and hook them up.
We did talk about it sort of.
Is this still live?
Is this still live, Nigel?
Nigel Campbell's just
That's
left us a
an
comment
idea.
saying, "Is this still live?"
Yeah, that's
Surely no one would still be on the internet talking waffle like this. Well, we are. This is us. We're the virtual pub.
Uncle Nigel, he's in the
What
chat.
it might be is if people have started watch parties, then sometimes the comments go a bit weird. If you comment on a watch party, then it doesn't actually come through to us. In fact, just for a laugh, if anyone's still watching, I mean, we can see that there are still people watching, but if anyone is still watching and they want to share the love and spread this to a few more people, if you click on share below and then start watch party, then just as we thought it was the end of the night, we'll just have an upsurge of people and it turns into another what do we call it? Lock-in. That's what we call it. After hours lock-in here at the virtual pub.
Ow.
And they come in and say, "What is this?"
What is happening?
Have we seriously been live for 2 hours and 11 minutes and 52 seconds?
52 seconds.
What?
Yeah.
The actual
2
fair play.
hours.
I'd love to know how much you've streamed in total since you started this.
That's such a good stat that I really want to know. As like, yeah, I do a lot of statty types. What's it called? Statistical stuff at work, and I want to know that now that you've said it. I want to know what our total time is streaming. I reckon we've hit 100+ hours of streaming since we started.
Oh, for sure. So two today.
Hang on, let's do some rough calculations.
Times 7 is 14. So 14
Go on,
a
Ems.
week.
Go on,
Yeah,
Ems.
How many weeks?
It's about 100.
4
3
weeks. 4 weeks this
4
Saturday.
Weeks,
Yeah.
4 weeks times 14. 10 times 4 is 40. 4 times 4 is 16.
Go on, Ems.
So 56 hours.
Based
and then
on
have you
how
included
long?
master classes as well, though.
Oh, plus my. Okay. So double
So-
that.
No, it's not.
So like
they're
100.
about. It's near. It's
They're
you're,
like an
right, you're
hour,
bang
aren't
on.
they?
You're bang on, Ems, with the evening shows, and it's about 30
So half
hours.
an hour.
Yeah, it's
So-
about 30 hours.
So
of master
86
classes.
hours so far.
So we'd say
Let's call
between
that 100.
so-
Round it up.
Yeah, 80,
Round it
between
up.
80 and 100 hours of us
I love
blissful.
maths.
And people are
graceful
still watching.
legends.
I know. And what?
If anything, whilst we
Nigel,
were
where
doing
are you watching from? Now you found out that we're live. Let's interact. Where are you?
Hello.
Nigel, you are
Spartacus
not
Campbell.
watching a recording.
No, we're live. Looking at you, talking at
Uncle
you.
Nigel.
Carol Vordermorn.
We should.
Carol
Oh my god, we should
Voldemort.
do a countdown show, like a game show. Did someone
Let's
say
do a
that?
game show.
Right.
I think I speak for everyone when I say that Butler could host that with that suit.
Yeah, Butler should host a
That
game
suit.
show.
Right, Butler, thanks for volunteering to host our brand new game show coming next week on the virtual pub.
Exclusive.
Chris, I feel like you need to be at least like an executive producer on that because I think you bring some much needed weirdness to the show.
Like Mr. Blobby.
Going for a week.
Wait, is everyone going for a wee? I'll go for. Wait, is
All right.
everyone actually going?
That's
Well,
all right.
everyone's going to leave. This is the
We'll just have a
I'll just
natter.
say everyone's going for a week, so I am too, and leave the stream.
Yeah, you can.
Me on my own,
Right.
all right, how you doing?
Rosie says everyone comment where they're watching from, and then started off with Paynton. Good. I'm in Paynton.
Me too. So,
There you go.
Well, there you go. Well, at least we're doing well in Paynton. We're big in Paynton, guys.
Colchester in the house.
Butler to host 100%. I volunteered weeks ago. There you go. Booked. We just
Yeah,
need
you
to
need- you
work
need a
out
quiz. There hasn't been a
everything
quiz.
else. We've got a host.
Need more quizzes. Everyone loves a good quiz.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
our first one this Saturday, Chris. I'm glad you asked.
Oh, really?
Um,
Okay. Give us
yeah.
the details. I'd love to know.
Well, 8 o'clock this Saturday, we go live with our first ever quiz, and the Moriarty boys are hosting it, Matt and Jordan.
Ooh. Was it a general knowledge or a music quiz? Or
I believe there's 5 rounds of different topics. Probably all about the military. No, there's one about the Suez Canal.
Nicely done.
Thank you. Sam Elston, where is painting? Well, that's in Torbay in Devon.
Sam Elston's one of the people that joined us on the stream the other night. I believe he's from Essex. I think he might have come in from one of our adverts that we've been running. Big up Sam for coming back.
Yeah,
he obviously enjoyed what he found. The other night Sam was locked in. He sounded as confused the other night when he was locked in. He was kind of going, "What is this?
Yeah,
who are these people?" But big up Sam. Thanks for joining us again. Thanks for coming back.
Nigel, you haven't told us where you're from yet. I don't think. I was
Nigel is from Worcester Park near Surrey.
I was watching old videos of my rabbits, Peter and Fluffy, so got here
Sorry,
late.
that's
Fair enough, Nigel. Big up Peter and Fluffy.
Indeed. Pete, love that. Right.
Six legs,
when are we? When are we?
He's throwing a kettle over a pub. What have you done? Sorry, Jack.
Hey, what?
Sorry,
we need
go
to
on,
do.
carry
We're gonna have a plant-based vegan chat at some point soon, please.
Yeah.
Em's just going mental backstage. Just let her back on. Though.
I'd like it.
Yeah. Wait, were you doing a vegan thing?
I think we should do a vegan chat at some point. We could do it now. It's late. I'd rather do a dedicated proper show where it's talking about.
Yeah, I'm going to destroy it with Brent quotes if you do it.
That's right. Oh no, I implore.
I'm on board for the
encourage it.
chat. I reckon I can come in on that chat and talk about what the bits where I don't be vegan, and I reckon there's some interesting conversation around the challenges of it. But let's organise that as a separate show because at least people know what they're in for then.
Oh, Pip's here.
I'm all good.
Big up Pip James locked in.
Right from California.
Oi, oi, first international listener of the night.
I just completed I just did a Rubik's Cube on stream. No one saw me doing it, but I did it.
Nah,
done, mate.
That sounds like Rubik's Cube Gate 2020.
Yeah.
Let's peel the stickers off and put them on the right bits.
And just for clarity, Jack James, there isn't a nice vegan cheese.
Oh, there is. Let me go and get it.
It's not.
Wait
Just doing a shop for essentials. I'll be right back.
Wait there.
Just off the Aldi.
Pip,
So
why don't you
basically-
come on and join us for an letter?
Ems is going to find something that will not be nice.
Some of them are alright. I don't
No, Chris, come
Well, we'll
on.
do this on another chat. Anyway. We'll have a proper.
Yeah, let's isolate. All right, just quickly before we move off the vegan thing, Earthling Ed, what a dude.
Oh yeah, I know Ed. He's a very good dude.
Do you know him personally?
Yeah. Known for ages.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
he's like, aside from the vegan thing, just like that dude is the best at debating that I've ever seen of anyone ever.
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah. He's incredible.
Chris,
Go on,
what are the
Em.
chances of getting Andrew WK on the virtual pub? Come on, let's just have it out.
I could try and message him.
Yeah,
I never know.
do that. That'll be incredible. We'll just play party hard all night.
Chris Hines knows like everyone.
But Chris Hines is we're brushing over something here. Chris Hines is a big part of the vegan community and movement, and he spent a lot of his time and energy in sort of supporting animals and animal abuse and being a voice for them. So I just
Supporting animal abuse.
No, supporting animals and.
I thought he was a vegan.
Fair enough. I think I may have just made a faux pas. I think you understand where I'm getting at, though. He doesn't support.
He's a terrible man.
Abuse. Yeah, he's an awful man. No, he's a bit of a hero. Well, he is a hero, not a bit. He's a hero. So, Chris, fair play, mate. We will talk more about what you've been up to for the last sort of 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, because I can tell people about my film and stuff. Because a lot of people don't know I've been making a film for like 4 years.
I blaming contributed to that, my friend.
Yeah, lots of celebs on there. People would know. So.
Yeah,
What? I don't know about this.
Yeah,
well, this is
150 musicians involved. So
Damn.
Sam, see, look, you're showing interest.
I checked my junk box because I didn't see the email in my inbox. So
Oh.
Well, you can talk about it whenever,
Oh.
like, you know.
No,
Chris,
I think.
do you know what I
doing
watched
that
the other day, Chris? The first SYWP interview when you interviewed
Oh my
us
God,
as chick
I
rides
think
in
it's
Rude Bar
very
about
well.
100 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah, I
God,
thought
I've
it was
seen
very
that.
well.
Yeah, it's really
Oh,
bad.
rude.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
Rude
great
Bar,
on the
yeah.
production front, but our side of it is just like we're just like some fledgling young kids who don't know how to do an interview,
You
and
sat
you're
on the
really
floor with your hoodie
professional.
up and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, that was fun times.
Yeah, that was
Anyway,
awesome.
that's very niche. No one knows what the hell we're talking about.
Good times,
Wait, go back
But-
to the cheese. I just ran down the stairs and then
Nah, we've
ran
moved
back
on
up.
past that now.
No, not interested anymore.
Okay, this is
We've all
the
decided to have a
cheese.
steak.
Oh,
Yeah,
time
with some
cheese.
Stilton.
Yeah, time cheese is good. Time
I've
cheese
never
is
had it.
decent.
Ethiopian spice.
Spelt cheese wrong.
Yeah, no, time cheese is good. Good stuff. I've got it at veg festival.
Smell my chairs,
Smell my cheese, you know.
you mother.
Oh, it smells so good.
I'll tell you something, Chris. It would be nice if we can't get Earthling Ed, if we could get Joey Carbstrong.
Ethiopian.
What, the
Yes,
fucking
sir.
Who is from
Yeah.
Jim?
I
Let's
could
do-
probably get Joey to come on here. Joey's like one
Let's
of my
get Earthling Ed on here. He's
No,
a genius, that
We
guy.
did
I
you
could ask
did you
Joey.
come did you come to the meal with Joey Carbstrong? You were in
Yeah,
that,
I
weren't you?
organised it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's how I remember you being there. You were the organizer. There we go. That was a really interesting meal, and
I can ask him if
I've
you
followed
want.
his stuff for a long time. He's called Joey Carbstrong. He's again, he's a voice for the animals. He's an incredible guy.
He's normally
He's an
from
incredible
Dublin. I can ask
That's
him
cool.
and see if he'd be up for it.
If we can try and get a couple of these guys, including yourself, even just having you on the show is going to be amazing. If we can get some extras in, I think that would be a really amazing debate. I don't want it to be in any way like, I just want it to be an
Preachy.
open
No,
debate.
no,
Yeah,
no,
no,
sure.
not at all. Just an open
Have a
debate.
combo, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know that's what you guys are. We're good.
Right,
we're
just
good
a quick,
with.
quick bit of housekeeping to do. Kyle
And Andrew
saying,
WK.
Rockfish and Brixham do a banging vegan burger with vegan cheese on it. There's another comment coming that said, my mate is a vegan chef in Bristol baking cakes. That's Sam Elston, our new listener.
Banging cake.
Viewer. There's a link there, so click on that. Check out the Instagram link, Ed McCarthy, and also Butler, our very own man like Butler. For all your vegan delicacies, check out the Green Room, Newton Abbot. We open again soon.
Oh, yeah, I heard good stuff about that place. Yeah. I need to go.
Yeah,
Nice.
Oh yeah, it's time to go.
there you go. Bang, bang, bang. There's 3 shout-outs in a row.
Yeah.
And here's another one. I have one too.
on.
The Cactus Kitchen.
Okay.
Where's that?
On Instagram. So it's
No,
my friend
where's
Belle.
the kitchen?
Oh, where? Okay. She's based in Torquay and delivers around the bay.
I've seen that.
And
Is
on
she still
her
delivering now?
Instagram- No, she's not.
Ah.
But she's putting stories here, if you can see.
Cool. Yeah, looks good.
So she's doing a vegan roast dinner, vegan McDonald's breakfast, vegan, like all naughty
yeah.
food.
Hang on.
But
Because the
vegan.
McDonald's breakfast is one of the reasons that
Vegan
I struggle to
risotto.
be vegan.
Yeah, vegan McDonald's breakfast is coming soon.
All right, we got to give a shout out to the
Yeah.
sorry, not kind grinder.
Cactus.
Little Mama's Vegan Kitchen, who are still delivering.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, big
they
them
are.
up.
Yeah, they're still delivering in lockdown.
What?
That's awesome.
Mama's,
we
yeah,
go?
Little Mama's.
Little Mama's vegan. Yeah, I think
That's the point. Who?
they do. Jack
is
and
there
I
an-
had a lasagna, and it was like the best
Yeah,
vegan
so what do you
lasagna
think?
ever.
Okay.
So good.
This is the problem. We're living just outside of Torquay. I live in Newton these days, and I haven't got access to all of this, all of these
damn it.
things.
Oh man!
Good stuff there. Good stuff.
But
Do you know
you
what?
can
Sorry.
get it soon. Sorry, Karen.
No, I was going to say, this whole time in the pandemic, I've taught myself and also learnt through Luke's masterclasses to cook so many more vegan meals. Like, vegan mac and cheese is hands down better than any mac and cheese I've ever cooked in my life.
How'd you get it
previously.
cheesy?
Nutritional yeast.
Okay.
And also, nutritional yeast along with...
So good.
There's a couple of different recipes.
Make cashew cheese. That's good.
There's one without cashews that's a cheaper version of it, which uses, I think it's sweet potato, carrots, and potato, as well as a bit of nutritional yeast, which you can pick up in Sainsbury's. It's like £3, £4 for a tub, which will last you probably a month at least, or a couple of weeks easily. But honestly, they're healthier. They're better. Like they're better for you on so many levels. They're really cheap. They're really easy to make. You can make bulk of them. And that vegan mac and cheese I made was insane. It was really good. I'm going to put the recipe up in a minute. I'll find it.
See that comment down below?
Yeah, I see it.
See, I feel like I can be a part of that statistic. Generally speaking, I eat plant-based, and through the lockdown, I don't know, we've been emptying the freezer. We've been eating what's in there, and that has included meat and dairy. Generally speaking, I don't eat dairy just because I just don't think it agrees with me. Like, it's just not a good thing to be consuming. So I feel like I can be part of that statistic. If not pushing it up to 75%, I reckon I can push it up to 67.5%. I think most of the time I eat generally plant-based, and very infrequently do I eat meat.
Do you know what I find? I find as soon as you've if you've been eating dairy, consuming dairy, and you've been consuming meats, and as soon as you sort of go, oh, do you know what, I'm going to try plant-based, a seed's been planted at that point, and that seed grows.
Pun intended.
Yeah. It's part of the analogy.
Metaphorical.
Yeah. But it is, once it's planted, you start sort of questioning things, and that's what I've noticed with my family members. I've noticed it with friends. They start with one thing, and I implore everybody to start with just one thing. It doesn't even matter. You don't have to be vegan. It's not about.
Do you know what did it for me was realizing that there is an element of responsibility to eating meat and dairy. Once I watched, I know there's some controversy around it, but Cowspiracy, What the Health, those type of documentaries, what that revealed to me was it's not. There is an element of responsibility. You are contributing to something if you eat that diet, the standard Western diet. If you just blindly kind of accept that diet, then you are contributing to essentially the destruction of the planet. Yeah. And for me, that was the fundamental change when I realised that, oh, okay, there is a responsibility to. Ems, did you just break a glass?
No. I dropped the lid and it made a noise, and I was trying to be sly.
As my input, because I'm trying to be, I'm trying to be a good boy. Well, I've been chatting about vegan. I haven't really said much, but I think the thing we all have to think about is the responsibility comes down to the animals. Veganism it's about animals. It's an animal rights movement, and it's about should we do something which is unnecessary, and when eating animals isn't a necessary part. And as someone who runs an animal rights organisation and has been in factory farms and been outside of slaughterhouses and seen what happens to these animals, we've really got to think: is that necessary? Should we be doing that to other living human beings for something that's completely avoidable and something we have alternatives for? And I think that, to me, is the strongest argument.
Absolutely.
I reckon we've got a good chat on this. I reckon we save this for a full show, because whilst we understand that a lot of people will instantly kind of neglect that show because they don't want to hear what they probably know is the correct information. I think between the four of us, like I say, I don't want to lead the conversation. I'm not a full vegan. I've got my own battles with it and stuff. But I think between the four of us and maybe a few other people, we can have a really interesting conversation around it.
And I think it'd be a really good idea to get a non-vegan on, completely not meat eater, just to talk and not battle. That's a really wrong word. I apologise.
Just have a conversation.
But just have a discussion and a talk. I think that'd be a really good idea.
Just to understand it.
And I think, what was that I had in my mind a minute ago? I think it's Challenge 22 still rocking on, Chris?
Yeah, Challenge 22.
So just in case we've spiked some people's interest in this little tiny bit of conversation that we've had, if you have ever been wondering about sort of migrating across and you've got to sort of like a plant-based or a vegan diet, both the same, a vegan lifestyle or a plant-based diet, then Challenge 22 are a really amazing organisation to start, especially if you're in a family unit. Chris, do you want to tell them a little bit more? Because I think you're probably a little bit more versed on them.
Yeah, so basically it's just... they've got a ton of Facebook groups. They've got nutrition experts in there. Got people, from the kind of localish area to so they'll know about what's in all the supermarkets. And they basically it's a 22-day, complete kind of guidance through how to to be vegan. Basically, they give you recipes. They answer any questions that you've got, any concerns about health concerns or anything, or whether you just want to know more about kind of the animals or the environmental impact. They just fill you in on everything, make it super easy, basically.
But the primary part of that is that this isn't just random people telling you what to eat. This is nutritional experts. These are people that are
everyone's gone through a training thing to be able to to be a part of it. And yeah, they say it takes 22 days to they say it takes 21 days to build a new habit. That's why it's a 22-day challenge. It gives you one extra day.
That's cool. That's some nice branding.
But yeah, I mean, I would say to anyone, obviously, we're not going to go into it now, but even if people watching are maybe kind of like really kind of against the idea of like, oh my god, vegans, whatever. Like, if we do have a chat, just come on with an open mind. I mean, if you want to see what I'm like talking to people, go check out my YouTube channel. I've debated, chats with farmers before. Yeah, I've chatted with loads of non-vegans in the past. Like, anyone who knows me knows I'm super respectful. I'm not like going to be shouting and screaming. I think discussion it's a needed part. People have got differing ideas. We should talk about it and just see what we get.
I can safely say Chris has single-handedly saved the lives of hundreds of thousands of animals.
At least 4 animals.
At least 4. But that's a mark.
But like loads.
Excuse my language, but respect. Like you've sort of orientated your life around protecting those with no voice, and I like fair play, mate. And
let's do a show on it. I reckon let's do it on a Sunday. It seems like I reckon we can have an interesting debate on it. Like I say, I think I can sit somewhere halfway between the conversation. I'm not going to be the avid meat eater. I guess where I would come in it is that I know I should eat exclusively plant-based as opposed to predominantly plant-based. But I can express some of the.
You'll be the perfect person because ultimately.
Thanks for calling me perfect, mate.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, you don't just want a conversation with everyone that agrees with you. It'd be great to have people in with the other side who can then ask questions which the general public would like to know.
Absolutely, and it's important also the person. I think Squid, you're perfect as well, but I also think we need someone outside of our community that is open to evolving. And
what we need is someone that is really open, that can start off the conversation being like, fuck all you vegan hippie guys. And then by the end of it, they've gone vegan through the conversation. And that will just do really well for our algorithm. Yeah. All right, we'll line it up. We'll pay someone 50 quid to come on as a non-vegan, pretend they're not vegan.
I'll find someone.
I reckon, that'll be a cool chat. Let's definitely do it. That'll be cool.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, just to point out as well, everyone says that how can you tell someone's vegan? They'll tell you. I never brought up the vegan subject.
No. And you've been on the show a few times, and we've coaxed you into talking about it as opposed to you talking about it.
I'm vegan these days, aren't I? That's what everyone knows me as. So
I think. Again, without kind of delving into the subject again, I think there is a stigma of what a vegan is. And I know I have friends from, say, school, like primary school friends, who they're still my bestest friends and I love them very much and stuff. And I talk to them about veganism or plant-based lifestyle or whatever you want to label it as. And they go, oh, that's those like hairy hippie people. Yeah. And it's like, no, mate, it's just people who don't consume animal products. Like that. Yeah. That's what it is.
I'm definitely not hippie. I got into this through punk. It was punk bands that made me vegan.
I remember you doing the interview with the band that changed your mind on that, because it's an American band, isn't it?
Yeah, Goldfinger. I went to Los Angeles for my film and interviewed John Feldman from Goldfinger.
And sick.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
I'm a bit of a Chris Hines fanboy.
Actually, do you want to hear a funny story about it? Because it's quite an entertaining story about.
Go on.
Okay,
tell it.
Okay, so for people that don't really know who John Feldman is, because if you don't know Goldfinger, you might know him because he's actually the producer for Blink-182, for Panic at the Disco, for the U's, Ashley Simpson, like loads and loads of bands. He's a huge music producer. So basically, he put a video on one of his albums, Open Your Eyes. Had a Meet Your Meat video, kind of footage of how animals were killed and stuff, and that was what started me on my journey. So we went to interview him in Los Angeles, and he lives in Calabasas, which is where the Kardashians are from and stuff, which is crazy. So we pull up to this like gated community, like you had to probably get IDs checked and everything before you could actually get onto the road, which was random enough. So we pull up to the house, and he comes out and he's all sweaty. He's wearing like shorts and everything. He's done a workout, and he was like, "Oh, I thought the interview had been cancelled," and we're like, "No, not that we knew. We've just come from England, so I hope not." And he was like, "Oh, do you want to come and they said, I'm fine to do the interview, but we're doing a meditation. Do you want to come and join us? And I was like, yeah, okay. So me, Josh, who's doing the documentary with, and Glenn, who you might know, Glenn Luscombe, does Party Hard with me, Bus Driver Glenn.
Yeah.
So we all went in to into the house, and also there was Josh from 21 Pilots and the drummer from Sum 41, and we didn't even get a chance to say hi to them. It was literally just like, right, everyone lie down on the floor. So we're like, okay, we're lying down on the floor, and he's like, right, you got to do this breathing. It's like, right, and we're like, okay, and so he puts this like CD on, and it's like saying like, to breathe and relax and all this kind of stuff. Then he jumps up and stops it and says, just to let everyone know, most people cry while doing this, so don't worry about it. We're all friends here. And we're like, what the hell is happening? Like, this is so weird. So we're lying on the floor, like, and we're just looking at each other, just trying not to laugh because we're like, what is happening? This is the weirdest thing. Like, I'm in John Feldman's house with 21 Pilots and Sum 41, heavily breathing. Right. So we're there, like, doing this breathing, and then it starts saying, like, let out a scream. So we're like screaming, let out a big laugh. And then it starts saying, well, actually, before that, basically, the more we were breathing, like, your whole body started to get fuzzy. And then I was trying to work out where I was comfortable putting my arms, and I couldn't put them on my chest. It didn't feel right. And I couldn't put them down on the floor. It didn't feel right. The only place they felt right was hovering kind of beside me, which was really weird. And then it started saying, like, think of the most, beautiful thing you can think of. Think of something that brings you joy. And I started thinking about my pet rat, Ruby, that was at home. And I felt really emotional. And I was like, oh my God, Ruby, I really miss Ruby. Right? Tears start coming out of my eyes. I look around, everyone's crying. Like, Glenn's crying, Josh is crying, guy from 21 Pilots is crying, just sobbing on the floor. And then it finishes, and we all just like get up, and I'm just like, what the hell just happened? Trying to introduce ourselves to guy from Sum 41 with tears in my eyes, saying, oh, hi, I'm Chris, how are you doing? Then John's, he's so energetic, he just jumps up, he's like, right, let's go for a swim. Just chucked us like some swimming shorts. So we went for a swim in his pool. So we're just swimming around, being like, what the earth is happening? We showed up, meditated, cried, now we're having a swim. Then he jumped out of the pool and said, right, we're going to do the interview. Then we did the interview. As soon as the interview finished, he went, right, gotta go, bye, left us in his house. We're just there, stood in his living room, like, why are we still here? Then his son came in and was like, oh, you guys still here? We're like, yeah, John just left. And he's like, do you want to come look around the studio? So he took us around the studio where like Blink recorded their album and stuff. And then we left
a crazy
for, like, 10
story.
minutes being like, what on earth just happened?
You can actually watch this story.
Wait,
There's a
what?
video. There is a video of it.
Of the interview, we weren't allowed to film the meditation.
Yeah.
But the
I was like,
the interview with John
picturing it.
Feldman will be on the film. And intense. He starts talking about when the FBI raided his house and he had a machine gun to his head because they thought he was connected to this animal rights action and stuff. There's really intense stories. But yeah, probably one of the most random days of my entire life, but one of the most epic.
Memorable days.
Yeah. What a story.
He's like a hero to me. Like, without him, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. Like, and it was really cool to be able to say to him, like, without you, you started me on this journey, and thanks for all the stuff you've been doing.
Wow.
That's
How far away are we from having this video finished?
Okay, so we're on the edit phase at the moment. We've rough cut all of the interviews. I'm currently writing the script, which I was actually doing some today. We are aiming to get it cut and hopefully edited to a good form by the end of the year to release beginning of next year. That's the plan. It's been 4 years in the making so far.
Are you looking for any support or help during it? Can we give a call out or shout out to people to see if anyone's got any skills they could bring into the project?
Not at present. I mean, we might do another crowdfunder at some point because we've still got some bits that we need to film. Obviously, music licensing is going to cost a fortune, and the kind of all the post-production stuff is going to be quite pricey. I mean, we've spent thousands on this project already. But yeah, it's going to be like, it's not like a little mess around project. It'll be a full documentary. We've got 150 musicians from across all genres. You know, we got like Andy Hurley from Fall Out Boy, Tony from No Doubt, John Five from Marilyn Manson, Maya, the Veronicas, Gabrielle Aplin, Doyle from the Misfits.
Yeah, wow.
Loads of the dance
That's so
music.
cool.
We've got the dance music bands, got like Ida Enberg, Danny Howe, Chris Liebing, all techno DJs. Yeah, it's gone crazy. You know, we're still working on trying to get Jessie J, Kate Nash, Will.i.am. So yeah, it's gone a bit.
Oh, Kate Nash. Yeah, she's vegan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and
gone a bit nuts. It did start as just going to be a little 5-minute YouTube.
Yeah.
And this is a video that is going to resonate with so many different people for so many different reasons. Like you're touching on so many different bands and artists from different walks of life, from different generations of life, and also from just different cultures almost.
Yeah.
As well.
Well, I mean, the idea is one. I just hoped that people listen to people that they look up to.
Yeah.
And I just hope that maybe someone who are fans of those artists would listen to them maybe more than they would me, and maybe have the same effect that kind of John from Goldfinger had on me. And but also just as a film, I think it's just going to be super interesting because, I mean, I haven't even said what the film's called. So the film's called Taking Note, and the basics of the film is it's looking into how animal rights and veganism has become a part of music culture in the way that protest music has always been a part of music culture, even going right the way back to like, the civil rights movement and stuff. And you had, the songs that the slaves were singing, or the suffragettes were singing tunes. Music's always been a platform for change. And animal rights is now a part of that movement. And it's not only affected the music scene in some very big ways. I won't go into too much detail, but I mean, like, entire genres have been formed because of animal rights being interconnected with music. It's also changed the lives of a lot of these musicians, where there are certain musicians, I mean, one notable one is definitely Moby, who is now more of an animal rights advocate than he is a musician. I don't know if you've seen his tattoos, they're pretty intense. He's got animal liberation tattooed right the way down his arms. Like crazy, like tattoos. But so we follow those people's stories as well. We go to a slaughterhouse with Moby, with Jonah Weinhofen, who used to be in Bring Me the Horizon, with Maya. We take Danny Howe, this house DJ, into factory farms to go and see the animals. We talk to musicians that have actually become activists. It's all about knowing how animal rights has become a part of. Without animal rights, music might not be the same as it is today, and vice versa. I don't think animal rights and veganism would be where it is today without music. So,
I'm trying to think of a good show, and I've come up with an idea. If we can get the people, amazing. What was the name of the kid that did the viral video, the rap, when he's driving in his van about veganism?
Oh, great!
That's it. I've got him on Facebook. I should maybe speak to him. If you know him better, please do message him. Maybe we could do like we could have a music segment with him doing some of his.
If you want to come do some freestyle,
that'd be amazing. So if we could get him, because he went.
What are you getting on?
What's his name again? Sorry, Chris.
It's called Gray.
Gray.
He basically did a music video of him. He's just doing a freestyle rap in his van whilst driving.
Hold on, I know who you're thinking about. You're thinking about another guy.
Yeah, I was with him. We were outside KFC.
And he's now in prison. So
he's in prison?
So if it's him, we won't be having him, but we'll have... But I'll get the guy who did vegan Thanksgiving.
Why is he in prison? From activism or just being a naughty boy?
Another thing that is...
Is Ian Watkins still in prison?
But
yes,
he'll remain,
Ian Watkins.
He'll remain nameless, but yeah, he's not a nice person.
The Lost Prophets guy.
So, Chris, the big question is, where do you see yourself in 2 years' time?
Working at Aldi.
Aldi! Queen.
Any kudos for Frank Turner? He's been doing live virtual shows every Thursday. Controversial when the virtual pub's on. Playing a whole album acoustically, raising money for independent venues.
Amazing. The guys from Bowling for Super doing the same as well.
Frank Turner's a legend, but he hasn't been doing it every night for the last month, has he?
Some of
I
us
think
putting
he's
some
got
effort in.
Back of the net.
I mean, just putting this out there, guys. Why don't you contact some bands, some well-known bands, and ask if they'll come on?
I think
I can help you with contacts.
I was going to say, we don't know them like you do, Chris. Maybe you could help us, please.
Right.
Chris, I asked some drag queens, but I wasn't sure what to say, so my messages probably didn't make any sense.
You probably started with,
"Hey,
Queen!
Hey, Queen, do you want to come on the virtual podcast?
Let's have a
That's how you
chat.
message
Let me know
everyone
who
else.
Love you, bye.
Let me know
Right.
who you want to contact, and I can find the. If I don't know them, I can find you the contacts. For people.
All right, that's a virtual pub exclusive. Every single one of Chris's contacts is going to be on next Thursday.
It's a virtual pub exclusive.
Yeah, Charlie.
Yeah, nice one, Chris. That'd be sweet.
Can I just say, if no one wants to, obviously some people don't want to go vegan. Okay, that's absolutely fine. But Flora butter is completely 100%
Fucking
vegan.
Flora.
Like every
Big up
Flora.
I tell you,
Big up Flora.
I think you. Do you know what?
Factory.
Do you know what? I think we could do a little segment. We could work together to find products that taste exactly the same.
Oreos.
Like you wouldn't be able to know the difference.
Charlie, me and you had that conversation on the landlords group the other day, didn't we? About products that are accidentally vegan.
Yeah.
There's a website dedicated to it.
There's a whole
We
website.
could do we could make a wrap.
But my question, my thing.
When you say we,
this,
you mean Chris and Ollie, right?
Chris and Ollie can make a wrap. Want to know things that are vegan? Oreos.
Oreos. Written itself, isn't it?
I'm just thinking. At
Can we
the
hear
end
more
of,
from Ems?
Go on, Ems.
No.
I'm thinking at the end of our
I've
talk, the
had too
vegan
many
chat.
wines.
Oh dear. At the end of our vegan chat. Don't spill it, Ems. Don't spill it
What's
for the
with
love
the
of
wet
man.
metal straws?
Yeah.
When you drink red wine out of like really thin
Red-
glasses, it seems dangerous to use the metal straw.
Okay, so I
And
tried.
it rattles my brain.
Right.
I tried so it doesn't make my mouth like.
Oh, is that what it is?
But then it just does it anyway. So
Just hide
Right.
behind your pop shield.
Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I am tired. I am laughed myself into a coma. I need to lie down and sleep.
Charlie.
If we're not,
Need
if
your
we're not
P12,
finishing,
mate.
if we're not going to finish, I'm going to say bye. If we're going to all end, then I'll say bye with everybody else.
I think
What are
we
you-
can wrap it up. It's been an amazing show. Emily, you've absolutely smashed it out of the park again.
Well done,
It's been
And all the
absolutely
acts.
incredible.
And I'd like to.
Thank you.
If I was going to leave and say this final note, but if we're going to all leave together, I'd like to say the final note.
Go on, Jerry Springer. What's your
All
final
right.
thought?
In the
Go on,
words,
Queen.
no.
In the words of
In the words of Ton Moore, the 100-year-old war veteran who raised £12 million
Aw.
for the NHS today,
Yes.
the sun will shine on you again, and the clouds will go away.
Big up.
I like
Big
that.
up.
so
Charlie
cute.
Yabsley, everybody.
Much love. Thanks so much for
We
a
love
great
you.
show.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Cheers.
4
Take
p.m.
care. Thank you,
masterclass.
everyone.
Bye.
Hi, Dad. Love you,
OK
bye.
Penrice, tomorrow night in the virtual pub. Let's do it.
Oi, oi.
Fire in a pub.